subscriber to Gil/Infinity/Malik's Twitch stream. I've
I
never
saw
used it
that.
before.
Damn.
We're fancy. And you gave me 1 bit.
I think that's like a penny. Two
Yeah,
pennies.
something like that. Hey, a penny is a penny.
Stupid ads.
Yeah, pretty much. I concur.
You guys don't hear me chewing on this protein bar, right?
We do.
I mean, I did,
Oh, you
but
do?
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, it could be worse. There we go. Well, the stream is live. I think I'm gonna run an ad to get rid of the pre-roll for everyone else.
Every time you say that word, I just think of a certain recreational substance.
What, pre-roll?
Yeah, you can buy them at dispensaries, pre-rolled.
Oh, that's
Oh.
true. People still smoke. It's so much easier to just get edibles, and then you don't smell like fucking weed all day.
Or vape.
There's nothing like going to the store and you just have like the walking weed cloud walk by you, and it's like, bro,
What's an edible?
we'll tell you when you're older.
My sweet summer child.
No, I know what an edible is.
Yeah,
No.
I figured as much. And then I think back to when I was a teenager and we used to blaze up in the morning before class, and it's like, oh, so the teachers definitely all knew because that was me.
I was a goody two shoes.
I want to pretend I was, but it would be a lie.
I mean, I was a goody two shoes to most of my teachers, I should say.
Luke, why are you playing so many different songs in the game right now?
Yeah, I don't, it's all of a sudden got
There's
loud.
like 6 different things trying to play at once.
What's playing right now? I got one that's actually playing. The other one's at 0% volume.
Oh, I know, it's just I'm just curious why they're all there. Like I see Town Night, Capra, Kane Theme, Capra.
Kane Theme.
Capra's there twice.
I don't know what that is, Gil.
I
Capra.
I don't know.
I'm going a bit nuts for trying to focus on one song and your guys' voice.
I'm just gonna mute Capra because it doesn't seem to actually be playing anything. Oh wait, nope, it's playing something when I unmute it. Yeah, Capra's playing something.
How do you spell Capra?
C.
CAPRA.
Yeah. It's playing in Mystery,
Yep. I see it
Ivan
down there.
Dutch, and also in Shepherds of Haven Volume 2 Limited. Oh wait, that's different. Nope. It's also Town Ivan Dutch playing. So it's playing from like multiple playlists.
Interesting.
Luke blowing up things already.
I just turned the master music volume down because for whatever reason I had it set to like 12% and it just jumped up to 112.
Nice.
I
I thought
mean,
it was going to.
could be worse. Maybe. Alright, so I'm going to need all of you guys to come sit in the channel. And I'm going to need you to tell me if you do something that you think was really funny so I can clip it.
Somebody clip that.
Exactly.
Mm. I thought you were talking in game. And I'm like, yeah, I'll
No.
go swimming.
I actually need to go through the video too from last week. Where, well, no, that was the week before last, right? Oh, no, I didn't stream that one. Where Morgan was birthed a second time. That's
No.
it's just unfortunate.
It's a big missed opportunity there.
It really was. I'm pretty sad.
Yeah, I was kind of sad that I missed out parts of the Curse of Strahd stream.
I mean, the VOD's still up there,
Nope.
but it should be.
Nice.
Every time I see you go live on Tuesday, I'm literally like getting ready for work, and it's like, suck the bitch.
I mean, Luke and them have had some pretty funny stuff. Some of them I have saved as clips. When they were fighting over the cupcake muffin was pretty good.
The coffin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Luke's character introduction, I don't know why I found it so funny, but it just was. And then Dakota asking, specialize in fear of vampires? And then, yep. It was good.
It's
So what do you guys think today? Straight to the dam? For no reason?
damn straight.
I think we can do it.
For me, the ads are done.
Well, that's good. Yeah, because I tried to do this same thing on Tuesday, and it messed up. But today it looks like it did it correctly because now it's saying there's no ads for an hour and a half, which is what it's supposed to do. But we'll see. I don't believe it.
Well, I'll keep it up just to keep an eye on it.
Yeah. Like I assumed that their you know, the stream manager would be accurate, but apparently it's not always the case. So we'll see what happens. Got my clip button ready for when Morgan does something crazy.
Oh yeah.
Because it's going to happen at some point. I feel like it always happens.
I feel like I get a lot of my crazy out in our like session 0, session 1.
Somebody will get a nat 20 or something.
Someone's gonna roll 3 nat ones in a roll. In a row.
Hopefully.
Now, how do I do this subscription thing?
Oh man, look. We got Kodiak 93 with a prime. I wonder who that could be. I
Ooh.
wonder who that could be.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know either. It's not like there's someone with that name in the channel. Or the Discord channel, I mean.
Hmm.
Uh-oh. What happened? Oh.
Oh.
And we're back.
All right, Morgan. What
Yes. No. Ah, I had just deleted it from
What?
last week. Because you didn't ask me last week.
How could you do this?
I'm a
Everything-
fool.
Everything is ruined.
I'm an idiot and a fool.
Faith in humanity.
All right, someone just do the Jeopardy thing real quick while I get this going.
I wonder if that soundbite is still trademarked. It's pretty old.
We could do the prices right, maybe.
Like that would be a good one to just have. I feel like to be able to queue up on demand. I'll have to look into the trademark for it and see if it's still. If it's not, I'm still gonna put that on my my Tuesday Friday games.
At what point does it go from into common use or domain or whatever you call it from copyright?
Is it like 75 years after
I
the
think it has
creator's
to be
death?
75 years without being used, actually, right?
It kind of depends,
Nope,
but
get on your
yeah,
patent law.
usually.
Go over to East Texas, get those patent lawyers to inform us.
Music is so different though. I know with like intellectual property, it's like 20 something years because that's why Disney did all of those shitty remakes. of the animated movies.
Oh, really?
Makes
No.
sense. I do remember hearing something about that where they were just trying to keep the IP.
Yeah.
They were doing a crap job with it.
I mean, I think the general is the life of the person who created the song plus 70 years.
Ah.
So if they created the song when they were 20 and they lived till they were 90, it would be 140 years.
Yeah.
Now,
It
is it
says
worth?
generally it's 70 years after the creator's death.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if they die, if they put the copyright in at 20, live to 90, it would be copyrighted for those 70 years, and then 70 more after they pass on. So
Why so long after? I just don't understand that.
I mean, it's not respected um, in a lot of countries outside of the United States anyway, and even
Mm.
in the U.S., like a lot of older stuff, um, generally, like it doesn't like you'd have to go out of your way to do it for anyone to even realize what's happened. So, but I mean, it still does happen on occasion. And I think too the author could choose to just make it for use, which happens with a lot of random music too. So
Hmm.
I think I don't remember how long it was. Like I think it was last summer. Post Malone did an interview, and he said he's trying to talk his lawyers into letting all of his music go copyright free.
I mean
Hmm.
that'd be pretty nice of him to do. I know some people, yeah, do things like that. It's also nice too that you can find a lot of for games and stuff like this. There are a lot of websites and YouTube channels where they actually release everything they do copyright free, so and for use.
Yeah.
Like that's where my entire soundtracks and games basically come from.
I mean, it's getting more, at least to my understanding, it's getting more and more popular just because like nobody really sells CDs anymore,
Yeah,
like at all. And then like Apple Music is like the purchasing music from like Apple Music or whatever is just dying. So it's like you're not really getting like per song purchases at all, and you're really just getting like kickbacks from like, all
Ads.
right, how many times is this music? How many times has this song been streamed? Or yeah,
yeah. We got
All
some
right.
fat loot down there at the bridge, boys.
So, last week, we had taken part in the reenactment festival. We were carried off as ransomees, kidnap victims, in an effort to trick the regional ghosts that we are under attack by ghosts. Unfortunately, something occurred, and the town of Willowshore actually became haunted and under siege by these villainous creatures from the woods, these gremlins. There's also been talk of like a stone statue called Ugly Cute, a guardian spider statue that watches over the town at the entrance on the eastern side. That's become animated somehow and took off into the river. We're told by this local guard she is the only one remaining out of her troop that was guarding a watchtower on the way into town. We're told that she's been hearing screams for most of the night coming from across the river to the north of this bridge. And on this map, north is to the left. She tells you that we need to be cautious, we need to seek reinforcements because, these gremlins, these forces that have come into the town of Willowshore are wreaking havoc and murdering many of the townsfolk. That said, we approached this bridge where we know, for those of us who are, been here for any length of time, there is an ancient artifact called the Eternal Lantern that is ever burning. It burns all day and all night, And legend has it that the Eternal Lantern's light is what keeps the town of Willowshore from succumbing to evil forces, dastardly spirits, and vicious foes like that. But the Eternal Lantern is currently out, and it's over here on the bottom of the map. There's also, mechanically speaking, a token of a treasure chest here, which is for you all to loot and see what's inside.
I moved that to the party stash.
Oh, you already at it?
Almost immediately.
Yeah.
Nice. There was a Buso that was, has one eye. It was guarding this large, mass furniture heap. And on top of the furniture heap, there's this makeshift throne, basically just a nice office chair that it was sitting on, drinking from a pot some alcoholic beverage, while the gremlins, the Jenkins as they're called, were kind of running around, making a mess of the place and reenacting the murders they've done over the past 6 hours or so since midnight. Now we have a few different options in front of us. One of them being we could head to the South Willow Shores faction leader's estate, Old Matsuki, check in with him, see if he has any guards who could help us out for reinforcements. We can also head to the northern side of Willow Shore, checking in with that faction leader. Her name's Granny Hugh, and see if she needs any assistance or how they're doing over there. And lastly, though, the main thing that most of us are aware of is we need to figure out a way to relight this Eternal Lantern to get the spirits to stop coming into Willowshore. So everybody roll a d12.
D12. I mean, I personally say we just try to light it the old-fashioned way. And if that doesn't work, then we go from there.
We use the alcohol as a fire starter.
My bad, I accidentally rolled twice.
I apparently am Google Guts Treasures.
Do you have it selected?
I just reselected myself.
Yeah.
I did the same.
Also, I don't think we can just have this stuff in the stash. It's not like we have a extra dimensional thing to bring all this stuff with us.
True, true.
I mean, I think we have enough people, though, with high strength that I just hand wave it personally. Like, I have 16.
This isn't 5e. I wouldn't say so.
I know everybody's
I
worried
can
about
carry
it.
the entire stash myself several times over.
I will take the burden of carrying the treasure.
All right.
I know everybody's worried about that.
The stash is only 16 bulk.
Oh, we took all the weapons too, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
We can sell them. It's fine.
I was mostly looking at like the scepter and other stuff.
Yeah, I mean the cantrip deck and the scepter itself is 35. I mean, yeah. Get that eventually if we lose it. I mean,
I can
it's
carry another.
I think I have a 14 max bulk, so
Yeah, I can carry another 16, or not 16, 6 before even being close to encumbered.
Wait. I'm trying to take a look. Is that... Did I accidentally put my signal whistle in there?
We had
got-
two.
Oh, no. I do have one. Okay. So yeah, we do have two. Yeah.
Because they were on the guard bodies, right? They were cut up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back at that watchtower.
Yeah, at the bottom of the east watchtower from the first time we saw the little. What are they? Jenkins?
Yeah, I think so. Dang, it's that scale mill that's weighing everything down.
Yeah. But yeah, I will gladly take the copper coins and the scepter. I know nobody else wants to.
I mean, we're gonna sell it all anyway, so
Yeah, we are. I was just gonna hold it.
yeah, that's whatever. I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
As a resident spellcaster, can I have the cantrips?
I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Take 'em. I mean, we basically, at least for our last Pathfinder campaign, we basically only have the party stash to make it easier to determine how much money we make when we go and sell
Yep.
the stash.
Because it has the total coin worth, so you can just cut it in half rather than having to do everything manually.
Well,
from
at the end of the
inventories.
day, it's GM call, but
Yeah.
At this point,
Yeah,
we're
and
not going
that's
to be able to sell it, so let's divvy it up amongst whoever, and then throw whatever else on the ground until we're encumbered. Once we rid the town of the spirits, though.
yeah, it's different when things are easily sellable.
There. Just, I will gladly take a bunch of stuff because I like hoarding things. It could be useful.
Question.
Yeah.
Can I take this large great axe, even though I am small?
Gotta put that club back.
Like, is this great axe like 3 times the size of me?
So mechanically, it's a martial weapon, so you can. I'm pretty sure you can actually hold it, but you have to hold it with 2 hands.
Yeah.
So your shield would have to be like. I should say that you have to, when you wield it for an attack, it has to be with 2 hands. Like you could potentially hold it in 1 hand, but not attack.
hmm
But yeah, you could have it, and it'd just be really large.
Perfect. I have taken it. It is mine now. Also, whoever took the 10 tiny swords, I just hope that you use them like throwing knives.
Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, actually, I don't even know if I could even throw bunch of this stuff, but yeah, should we even bother carrying the club since it's not worth anything?
I mean, I'm not going
Eh.
to carry it. Yeah, there's no point.
It has 0 value?
Yeah, it's essentially a stick.
Throwing it in the river.
We'll just create a new pile.
There it is.
Oh, were there 2 of them?
Yeah.
I guess they both get set to the. Okay. Yeah, I'll be honest. I cannot carry the scale mail.
Grackle, put the scale mail on under your armor.
No.
Rocco,
It
do you have
won't
a
do
maid outfit
anything.
yet?
But
do I have a what?
The maid outfit.
No. We haven't even technically been into town yet. Where would I have found one?
At the lighthouse, or not the lighthouse, the
Yeah.
lantern. We did find one there.
I'll throw these in
How,
my
oh,
bag.
that's the lantern that you have on you. That's okay. That's a cool effect.
yeah, I
Does
don't
it
I don't know
actually
how it works, but it works.
It's actually implementing like your vision or the way you're facing. Also, where the heck am I? I'm all the way back here.
So what's up with this lantern? Is there just like water on it? It's pretty close to a river. Seems odd.
Give me recall like a. Do you have Willowshore lore check, Antonello?
Nope.
You can give me just a untrained society check in secret or blind GM roll, if you will.
Yeah. I hope my +0 really helps.
So you are aware that this Eternal Lantern is said to be blessed by some form of divinity or divinities. 3 different deities specifically. And inside of this lantern, there's a little grate that you can open up, and you can see like little circular spots for what you think might be like semi-precious gems or currency of some type, but those spots are currently empty. Like somebody has taken those.
Hmm.
And the
Well,
flame is out.
guys, uh, I don't know, but there's these three weird spots that might conspicuously match with the weird coins we might or might not have just retrieved.
But the copper coins?
Anybody who'd like to can give me a blind GM roll for a religion check if you're trained in religion.
Hmm.
Ah,
I am not trained in
feeling
religion.
maybe one of two people. Oh, maybe three. I thought it was maybe two.
Yeah, we also don't forget our cleric and champion.
Pei and Tsukiko, you both kind of recognize that this Eternal Lantern, the the coins that you place in here aren't so much the thing that matters. It's just that whatever is placed in those circular indentations has to be shaped like that, but more importantly, blessed by three different deities.
And if we were to look at those coins, would those could we get a read that they might suffice?
Yeah, the coins aren't there right now. It's like someone has taken them out or they've
No,
done
the
some
ones we found.
Oh yeah.
The ancient coins.
Yeah, you could take a look at those. Those would probably actually fit, but how to actually get the blessing on those, you're not quite sure. But there are some local like clergy in town that you could potentially meet up with, ask them about, and they might be able to find some ancient text or do a little study and research to figure that out. But
That's
from what you guys know right now, it's just unknown, like how to actually go about it. You do know there's several shrines around this town of Willowshore, but how to do that blessing, it might be a little hard to figure out on your own.
Hmm. I think we make it our utmost priority to relight this eternal lantern, or find somebody who can. We have to find people who can bless the coins so that we can set them back, and once again have Willowshore be protected from these spirits.
You mean the oaths?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just thinking like the square, the circle thing goes in the circle hole. I didn't realize we had to bless them.
Not us per se, but the gods themselves. I think we tried to find uh, some of the clergymen around town. I know Alizeth, my friend. She's probably around here somewhere. She might have some inclination on what we can do.
Hey, Grackle, can you bless a coin? Is that how this works?
I'm gonna hand it out to him or hold it up to him.
I mean, I could ask Milani to bless it, but I don't think I can do it.
Give me a
Oh,
religion, just a religion check. Um, and if you have anybody else who has a deity specifically that they worship, if they assist you, you can add +2 to this check, Grackle. And this is a flat, like, open roll, not secret.
I can assist.
$22.
So you offer a prayer to your deity. You can get a sense that the coin does become somewhat warm to the touch, but you're not sure if that's just like some physical sensation from the fact that you're holding it. But you're quite sure that if you put this thing into the lantern in its current state, that it's not going to be enough to get this lantern relit. You still need two others from two different deities. And you're not even sure if this one has enough religious or deific power infused in it yet.
Well, I think something happened, but I don't think it's going to be enough to light it.
Boo! Crackle, boo!
Oh, hush.
That's a shame. I'm just gonna slowly put it back in the pack.
Well, Elizabeth, typically we hang out around the graveyards down south. Maybe we can go see if she's there. Maybe she's under the protection of Pharasma.
So let me put you guys onto the town map and I'll point out exactly where Pay's talking about.
Now, I'm pretty certain we said we get this guard to where she's going first and then just deal with whatever. We still wanted to do that? Because I think she's heading up the bridge.
I think the protection of the town is quite important. We don't have better protection than the lantern. No offense to the guards, of course.
So Pay's contact or friend is this priestess of Pharasma who lives in Willowshore. Specifically, there's a small cathedral dedicated to Pharasma, and that person may be somebody who can lead you in the right direction or help you with the blessings and obtaining them from, in this case, Pharasma, and then maybe one other deity or two more if Grackles wasn't enough. Tusiko, what say you?
Well, considering I have a deity and there's an altar in town, seems an obvious solution to one.
Do we remember where, or the stories of where the lantern initially came from? Was it like the monk temple that's up on the hill?
Give me a recall knowledge Willshore lore in secret, please. Anybody who'd like to know.
Yeah, I'll hop in on that.
Kunitaro, the lantern itself came decades ago from an aristocrat who, or sorry, this specific lantern came a long time ago, well before any of you were here. The lantern and the stone guardian, that or the spider guardian, came in relatively recently from an aristocrat's garden, but this one is ancient. You're not exactly sure where it came from, only that it's been here and moved into the city perhaps 60 years ago, maybe even more than that. So well before I think any of you were alive.
Yeah, before I was even thought of.
But it specifically is a magical artifact. If you detect magic, you'll get a pulse of a very strong pulse of magic off of it, uh, even though it's not currently lit.
Tsukiko, what deity were you mentioning? Where do they reside in town?
Shizuru. And I have to assume, as a cleric of Shizuru, I probably have an altar at my house. In addition to any other altars, since I imagine that's a pretty common deity.
Yeah,
Given the
Tusiko,
Kitsune population and everything else, too.
you'll have a small shrine at your house, but there's also one at a place known as Mother's Coil, which is academic magic academy, for lack of a better term. It's more of a tower that's dedicated to the study of magic.
Yeah, she'd probably know that's there, given the, cleric. and we'll relay that. Might be better. Is it? I assume it's a more grand altar than what I have at my house. Is it like a public place of worship or still private?
It's a little bit more private. You might have been there before, but not too many people worship
Okay.
Chizuru. Um, that being said, people here are more worshippers of Daikitsu, Pharasma,
Those
Abadar.
damn kitsune.
Yep.
All right. I mean, can try it either one. I think if Grackle made a coin glow with no altar, we might not even need it.
Grackle, who do you pledge to?
Milani.
Where's that at? Where's the temple? I assume Grackle would know as well, or maybe have one at his house.
I'll definitely have a small shrine at my house, but I don't know if Milani has a shrine or temple in town.
You are not aware of one. If there is, it's somebody's house just like yours that has a small shrine dedicated inside of it.
No. So the only one I know of is, in my house, but we could always go there. Just the same.
So Tsukiko's house, which is on the northwest side of town. Grackle's house on the west side of town near the Matsuki estate, where our friend, the guard from the watchtower, kind of wants to head to. She says her husband is at the estate. She would like to reconnect with him and see if he's all right. Grackle's house down there would be another deity. And then lastly, we have Mother's Coil, that academy to magic that has a shrine for Shizuru also in it. There are other shrines, though, that some of you are aware of, specifically Daikitsu, Pharasma, Abadar.
Yeah, I was wanting to go to Pharasma's.
I mean, I feel like we should just get rid of this dead weight first. And by dead weight, I mean the guard we have adopted.
I'll point out that the guard had the killing blow on that last Jinkin who was running away last session.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, she took that XP from us.
Fucking sniper.
Can we take 10 minutes real quick I would like to refocus my spells.
I thought you
Yeah,
were
you
talking to
all
me.
are not in any
Anyway.
danger. Does anybody have the ability to help Antonella?
I was actually going to say that that's what I'm going to do for the 10 minutes.
And then Kunitaro has
Yeah.
a little bit of HP gone as
Yeah.
well.
If you're gonna help Antonella, I'll cast lay on hands on Kunitaro. So you heal for 6.
Ooh, thank you.
And because I'm a psychic and I only use my focus points on amps, I can regain 2 instead of 1 on a single refocus.
Very good. So aside from the like occasional scream or like sound of slamming of wood and breaking of glass every 5 to 10 minutes, there's not much urgency to like head across the river to the north side where the sound of chaos is coming from. So I don't want it to make it seem like your PCs are in a massive urgent rush. You're somewhat urgent, like you want to find out what's going on, but you have time. Like maybe it's the best move to go down to the graveyard and talk to the lady about Pharasma, see about blessing the coin, or one of your, one coin, or go down to Grackle's house or the Matsuki estate.
Yeah, I think
Personally, I say we head towards the Mitsuki estate, drop off the guard on the way wherever they want to go, and then
Might be able to get them to help us getting blessings as well.
yeah, and then see if we can figure out from like the Mitsuki estate what's exactly going on, because we hear a bunch of chaos up north, but are we hearing those sounds of chaos from the west, Luke?
No, just from the north.
Yeah. So maybe everything's under control in the west, or maybe everyone's dead. personally, I would like to figure it out because it's where my house is.
I think we stop by the graveyard. It's right here, and then we can just continue west to the estate.
Yeah.
Yep, that works for me.
Graveyard, estate, and
Sounds
then
good.
Jessica's house.
I hope you
Profit.
and I hope you cleaned your house, Grackle, for visitors, of course.
Don't look in the closets.
Oh gosh.
It's like you open the closet door and it's just like Jenga tower collapses all this like random crap on you.
Lions from the Lion King.
All right. So you all head down to the graveyard immediately south of you. This is known as this temple that's or cathedral that has been dedicated to Pharasma is known as the Lady of Souls. Many of you will know that this is a graveyard that has a lot of headstones. When Willow Shore was first established, they would actually cremate their dead. It wasn't until relatively recently that they actually started putting in bodies into the ground because when Willow Shore first started, they were afraid of undead rising up out of the grave, so they burned the bodies. But now, every so often they'll have somebody who doesn't want to be cremated and they're actually buried and put here into a plot. However, many of the plots that you see are actually just plots with ashes, like a little urn with ashes down inside the dirt. So that's kind of what you see here on this huge open area south of the river. There is a woman some of you will already know, but she is a priestess of Pharasma. Her name is Elizeth. Elizeth Kandora. She is specifically from Tianjia, and she moved here a long time ago, and she has dedicated her life to basically running this cathedral. As you come across it, though, or you start to walk up the path, you can see that several parts of the cathedral have been kind of broken or busted. Stained glass windows, with different depictions of, Pharasma on it have been busted out. The door looks off of one of its hinges, like the main door. You can also see that there's torchlights that typically would be lit this early in the morning. They haven't quite people haven't quite gotten up and extinguished the torches. They're already out, which seems a little bit odd. But as you approach, you get a little closer, and you do not find any sign of your friend Pei.
Oh, oh dear. Those those things, those gremlins must have been around here. Can we look around?
Yeah, so we can do something like anybody who wants to look for tracks or signs of a struggle, you can give me a secret survival check. Maybe a secret religion check if you want to see if there's anything specific like little religious icons or trinkets that are missing that you have seen here before, Pay.
Okay. They're gonna be the same, so I'll do survival because I think he wants to see he's looking specifically for a person.
I've
Kunitaro and basically everybody except Grackle. You all very quickly come across the door and you see that there's a bar that's been like set in place behind the door to keep the door from opening. But something has like busted through the top of this door where like the hinge is. And so that bar is kind of not doing anything and the door is kind of hanging slightly ajar, and that locking bar is just kind of broken out of the door frame. So it's like somebody broke into this cathedral. You're not sure if your friend is around, but the fact that all the torches are out kind of gives you like hairs rising up on the back of your neck, per se.
Yeah, so I'll call inside like through the door. Uh, Elizabeth? Hello? Wait for a
Can I
response.
kind of like just hide behind the group? I feel like I probably wouldn't have gotten along well with LSF from probably like looting trinkets off the tombstones or any offerings.
You hear a voice. You're facing south, looking at the front door of this cathedral. You see the broken windows, the torches extinguished already. And Pay, you hear a female voice, sounds like your friend, coming from a field about 100, 200 feet away behind you. They say, Pay!
Oh,
Pay!
Turn around. Oh,
Give me a will
Elizabeth.
save.
Oh.
Uh,
oh, the calling of the name.
They got me. But I got you back.
You feel a sense of dread as you turn and you see this wolf. It's and bluish and a spectral form of this woodland creature. It's large though, like a wolf, and it looks at you again and says, "How nice of you to turn and face me." What do you do, Pay? You're not actually under any conditions right now. You passed your save.
He immediately like just cowers behind, like right behind Grackle, just like, oh, stop. It like lost for words almost. Does anyone else see it? Ooh,
ooh,
Jesus.
Oh dear.
spooky.
Everybody roll for initiative as this wolf approaches, cautiously but steadily.
Uh,
Am I able to make this roll with stealth, or do I need to make it with perception?
I'll say stealth is fine for those of you who would be skulking about like a rogue.
Hiding, because I figured I was hiding still from the cleric that we might run into, but I guess I was hiding from this thing as well. Oh, I accidentally did that one blind as well.
All right, Kinutaro, with the advantage of stealth, you have noticed this thing approaching the group. It is called out using the common tongue to Pay, pretending to be an ally. Doesn't look like an ally to you.
Not even gonna risk it. I'm just gonna pull out the crossbow, uh, and try shooting it. So I guess one action pull it, one action to strike, and these are also blind GM rolls, right?
No, strikes are open.
Okay, public rolls. Okay. I forgot to target it.
That's fine. The arrow goes sinking right into this green spectral wolf's body. Give me the damage roll, please.
Okay. I think sneak attack applies to this, right? God.
Isn't it just when it's off guard?
But is it not off
They'll
guard?
be off guard because of sneak attacker. With the
Oh,
rogue.
because he
It's a
used.
surprise attack.
Surprise attack, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, okay. So then I think it would have. Okay. And I think I'll spend my third action to reload the crossbow, and I think that'll be it.
The bolt dissipates. It doesn't seem to have any effect.
Oh no.
All right, so Kiko.
Okay.
Retro.
Well, since the bolt did nothing, I'm gonna try to recall knowledge. See if I can't figure anything out about this rascally critter.
Yeah.
What should I roll?
Occultism, religion.
I'll
I
go
don't know
with.
if you have.
I don't. I'll go with religion.
Even if you're not trained, you could use occultism, but
I,
religion's fine too.
yeah. Well, I have a +7, so.
All right, so Kiko, these phantoms. You've been here long enough. You know the lore of the ghosts, the phantoms. They have this ability to kind of walk between the ethereal and the material planes. They have a natural resistance to all types of damage except force damage and ghost touch.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
That being said,
I'm
it
still
may be
gonna.
the case that magical damage
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm still
not
gonna
as
try. I'm still gonna try
weak.
this. Divine Lance, since I can make it holy or spirit damage. So, oof, not with that roll.
You got 1 HP or hero point.
I'm gonna save it for now. Too early in the session to be going all out just yet. So that'll be my turn.
This thing will stride up to Kunitaro, trying to get a bite with its jaws. It reaches up, slashes at you with its jaws. You're taking 3
Oh, I
points
forgot.
of magic
I
damage.
sorry. Am I able to do nimble dodge to not take that hit? You give me a +2 circumstance bonus to AC.
Yeah, if you're not encumbered, you'll get the +2. So
It would hit either way.
yeah, still gonna hit.
Oh, would it?
Yeah, it hits
Okay,
you
it's
by
oh yeah,
2,
it's
so
meeting it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Are they within 15 feet of me?
Yeah.
Then I'll use Liberating Step so they don't take any damage.
Can you post that in the chat to see?
Because part of the trigger is they take damage. They took damage. You're not restrained, but you also get resistance to all damage against triggering damage 2 plus my level, which is 3.
There you go.
Oh,
Sweet.
so
And you
yeah,
can step as well if you'd like to.
I absolutely will. Does that cost me any actions, like a reaction, or
No, so the step is a free action, and it's my reaction.
okay? So yeah, I will definitely take the step.
And it will just move up as its third action, getting back into range with you. Pei, you're up.
I'd like to recall knowledge as well.
Occultism,
I'll go
nature,
occultism.
religion. All right. You are aware that these things have double resistance against non-magical attacks or damage.
Yeah, I wanted to see if there was a way to like ward it off, to like banish it, or like
Greeting the creature in a friendly manner using a diplomacy check as one action, uh,
Oh gosh.
that will cause it to take mental damage, which it's resistant to. However, uh, that's probably way better than trying to hit it with physical attacks for sure.
I'll share said knowledge. And I'll just go with the good old dandy days. So just a will
Oh, no
save.
diplomacy check.
No, I only have a +3. Not too diplomatic.
Fair enough.
Oh man.
Well, you're gonna take half
Nice.
damage to enjoy it.
That's it for pay, right?
That is also yeah, that's it, because I recall knowledge and
Gotcha. All right,
chaos.
Antonello, you hear Pay quickly tell you that he's very susceptible to non-magical attacks, but I'm not sure if you have anything that's non-magical or anything that's
Yeah,
it's resistant to non-magical. So physical stuff, it's harder to hurt it.
But you can
I'm
use
just gonna
diplomacy checks to hurt it.
I'm gonna flank, and then I am going to be like, since Antonella knows that he can't fucking swing at this guy, he's gonna go, hey, what's your name?
Give me
Can can we can we be friends?
give me a diplomacy roll, and I'll give you a +1 because you're being specifically being friendly with it.
Cool.
Whew.
Let's go.
You see, it kind of reacts as you say, "Can we be friends?" And it twitches a little bit, and it kind of goes out of phase, and it will take mental damage. Give me 1d8, or sorry, 2d8 of damage, please.
Ooh.
Dang.
Do do do. Do do do. That's pretty good.
That's 2 actions.
All right. And the third one, I'm doing the same thing, and I'm like, those are some pretty big paws. Like, are they as big as me? Like, what would happen if we did a high five? Or can we high five? I think that'd be pretty cool.
Roll that
Trying to keep
diplomacy.
up. I'm trying to keep that friendly demeanor going. Still with the +1 or no?
Yeah, that's fine.
Sweet.
That's another success. You see this thing is really starting to twitch out, and the glow coming from it is beginning to dim, and it's almost like this thing is becoming more translucent than it already was. Give me 2d8 more.
Hell yeah. This is better than my normal damage, guys.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You see this wolf begins to dissipate like Peter Parker in the end of Infinity War, and turns into this like ethereal dust and whisks away to the River of Souls, gone from this plane.
Oh man.
I mean, as my master shredder always said, kill him with kindness.
I thought
And
kindness
it's
killed.
you did it. Oh, I'm so stupid. Thank you.
Well, I'm pretty cool, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was scared for my life. You came for me.
You know, guys, I'm starting to come around to the thought that ghosts do exist.
Oh, it's helpless. You guys are helpless.
Give me a 1d12 roll, please, everybody, as you say the word ghost. The guard will say, "It's okay to say ghost, you just can't call them ghosts."
Yeah, I was gonna basically say the same thing, but instead she's probably just shaking her head because we've gone over this multiple times.
He did both.
Wait, so I can say Ghost?
Ghost.
I don't have to. Ghost.
Yep. Just don't say
Stop.
it to a ghost. But we've already established
Um,
that I don't think any of
You-
us are ghosts. Otherwise,
You
something
just
would
called
happen.
them one.
I didn't call anyone anything. I said a word.
hey, are you a ghost?
I don't know what you mean. I don't know what
Well,
that is. He crosses his arms.
if Pei was a ghost, something bad would have happened. So I
Guys are
think
gonna
we're
get us all
fine.
killed.
Yeah, if you were a ghost, I wouldn't be able to touch you. I'm gonna go up and try and pickpocket him.
I don't think that's possible mechanically.
Roll thievery against his perception.
Yeah, no, but I'm aware. I'm aware of you. Like,
Uh,
pickpocket me when I'm watching you.
Just watch them walk up and put their hand in your pocket.
I'll find a way.
I mean, do you want? What did you want my puzzle box? Ooh, how about my kite?
Ooh, a kite does sound interesting.
Yes. Yeah. See, it's a little dragon. I'll pass it over.
Kunitaro, what if we put you on the kite? And then we just flew you around like a ghost. You just go,
I think I could
"Ooh."
pickpocket you since I have the pickpocket feet.
Ooh, I apologize.
So yeah, I think if I'm observed, you normally take a -5 penalty, but because the pickpocket trait, I don't think I get that penalty.
I believe it's something like that. Oh,
Oh, but I can't steal objects that would be extremely noticeable or time consuming. So probably like something small. I tend to only go for like trinkets.
well, would you like the my bar of soap?
Yeah,
I have a lot of like little stuff in my back. My back.
yeah. Just well, before I could even do any of that, I would have to like succeed the roll. I think.
What'd you say you did? Keep it moving.
Oh,
No, but listen, you can't just don't like. Why are we messing around with the word? Can we just not?
I think we should look
Hmm.
further into the cathedral to see if your friend is here.
How far away from the front door are we right now?
You could be right next to it if you'd like.
So Grackle's just gonna walk over to like the front door. And you said like the locking bar it's broken. Is it still stopping the door from being opened?
If you want to push the door open, it will open freely.
Okay. Yeah, Grackle just like nudged the door open with the pointy end of the halberd.
You see an altar to Pharasma. It's not been really desecrated or damaged. Anything you can see. I don't know if we have anybody who. No, I'm pretty sure we don't have anybody has a deity of Pharasma. But that being
Pay
said, we
pay
have
is
coins. We have altar.
yeah.
We can give it a go.
Pay worships for Esma.
There you go. Are you trained in
oh,
religion?
nice.
I am.
Give me 1 second, Pay.
Okay.
Before you do that, I'm gonna put in something else here. So, Pharasma. I will allow you to use either recall knowledge or do a kind of like a medicine check using your medicine skill or your religion skill to obtain the blessing from Pharasma. It's a DC 17.
Okay. I will just go with religion. Kind of calling out. So what, like a prayer to the altar? Um, and he'll just ask, "Ah, the spirits have come loose and are haunting our city. Pharasma, please give us your guidance and put these crazy things to rest." How hero point this? Oh, it's better.
You can feel no warmth, like Grackle explained when he did his little blessing. But now this the essence of Pharasma is like out of this place. You feel like the cathedral, something's wrong with it maybe, but we won't be able to get a blessing of Pharasma from this location today. You have this innate sense, like maybe you should try something else as far as another deity.
Are we able to like walk around the cathedral, see if anything seems different than how it was before?
I don't know if you would have necessarily been here at the cathedral before, but Pei probably would have. But you can give me just kind of a secret perception check. Anybody who's looking around as Pei is doing this religion, this trying to obtain the blessing from Pharasma.
True.
You find a journal in a bedroom that's open up on its face to the last entry. And then kind of a more hurried scribbling, there's the writing of you're assuming Pei's friend, Elizeth Kandora, the priestess here. She says, "My dearest Haku, I have retreated to Matsuki's estate. Please, please be careful and meet me there as soon as you get this." And that's all it says.
Who found this?
I Antonella specifically.
Sorry. Antonella would hold up the journal and be like, "Hey guys, I found this. It says, 'My dearest Haku.' I have whatever, you guys can read it. I mean, who's Haku? Is that like her lover?"
Would Pay know?
I don't think Pei would know.
I have no
All
idea.
right.
But what's important is that it said she's at the estate. So it looks like our goals are aligning in a sense.
All right.
Well, I guess we gotta go back anyways.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep the journal with me and start reading through the other entries.
Or can I join you?
Yeah.
And Pay is just
Ooh.
pestering you like, respect privacy.
Hey, this one's about you.
No. What'd I do?
It doesn't. It couldn't be.
Oh my goodness. This is scandalous, Pay.
We can't show this to you.
No. I don't want to know. It's private property. You shouldn't be
Can't
reading
believe
it.
The things the things he would think if he saw this.
can't believe you've done this, Pay.
I thought better of you. I have like a shit-eating grin the entire time.
And Pay's just
Oh, Antonella's
distraught.
serious. This is some juicy stuff in here.
I
And
feel
I'm
like
assuming that we're walking
we do this the entire
west.
entire time they're head to the estate.
It's not funny,
Everybody,
you guys.
everybody, give me another D12 roll as we head over to Matsuki's estate.
Blind?
Nope, just flat out. It's nowhere near as fun for you if it's blind.
Nice rolls.
Ooh.
That
So
looks awesome.
fancy. You all
Very
come to the gates of the Matsuki estate here on the western side of town. There are guards outside of whitewashed stone walls that tell you to halt. But then our friend, the guard for the watchtower, calls out to them, and once they see her, they open the gate to the estate, and you go into a very nice, well manicured front lawn area. And you're led down the stone path to a large manor. Several guards and servants are out here, along with many, like dozens of villagers or townsfolk that you recognize. You don't see your friend Elizabeth yet. She's probably somewhere around here. But, after a minute or so, our friend, the guard, she notices a man dressed very similar to her, and she runs over to him and embraces him, kissing him, and, basically making it seem like she's very happy to see him. So your guess is that he's her partner. So she kind of talks with him in secret, or not in secret, but quietly away from the group, and you all are ushered in closer into the manor. It's like, please come in. One of the more senior guards here comes over to you, and he ushers you in, and there is this large banquet hall with no plates, no food, no drinks set, but simply an old gentleman in an orange gown. He has a slightly hunched back, and he has this whittled, like wood carving in his hand as he sits there with his guard captains, advisors. You all know him as Old Matsuki, and I have a picture of him for you.
I hope he's hot. No.
yeah.
He's old.
Old people can still be hot. Clip that.
Sorry, I let you down, Morgan.
Ew.
I do like his tools though.
I feel like he's looking down on me. But that
His
might just be because I'm small.
I was gonna say
his
it's probably by force.
he has around his belt some very nice, expensive artisan crafting tools. And those of you who are from here probably know about Old Matsuki's woodworking ability. The town of Willowshore, up until very recently, was used as essentially a lumber mill, and you would get all the lumber in, or timber is the raw material, I believe. It comes in, gets milled, becomes lumber, and they shipped the lumber off to the major cities here. The city of Say, specifically, SZE. And up until 2 years ago, uh, things were going great as far as commerce and the lumber goes. But now the empire that was kind of running all of that commerce has collapsed, and so old Matsuki is trying his best to help keep the mills going and make Willowshore self-sufficient. But he sees you come in, and he says, there's this blur of activity outside. We go into the banquet hall. It's relatively calm in here compared to outside. And sitting with other like major leaders of the southern half of Willowshore, you could see Matsuki just kind of listening to all these different reports coming in about different parts of the town being attacked. He pauses the meeting once he sees you come in, and he beckons you over to join him. And then he kind of makes a motion to one of the women, and that woman leaves and brings like warm trays of food and drinks for you, but not like celebratory, just like to kind of help you get your, you know, more nourishment in for what's ahead. I see that you all have made it back from the reenactment festival in the woods. Tell me, what happened after you woke up in the woods?
We were in the wrong area. We woke up somewhere to the east.
We were attacked by talking bugs. And when we realized that we weren't in the right clearing, we came back to town because something was amiss. And clearly we were right to do so.
Did you happen to see the statue on the east of town? Big horse-sized spider.
Yeah, it's gone.
That's what I'm afraid of. It corroborates what the other reports that I've received.
There were massive spider-like footprints leading into the river, if that helps. Um, so it seems that somebody awoken the statue? Maybe? Uh, I don't know what's going on anymore.
Neither do I, to be truthful, Grackle. But I believe that Ugly Cute somehow has come animated. And I believe getting some assistance to track the spider down may be in our best interest. If you happen to find any of the hunters from the Silver Mist Lodges, please ask them for their help. We could really use it to track down the spider.
You
And
wouldn't happen.
the,
You
the
you
Silver Mist
wouldn't have.
Lodges are a nearby, like Hunters Guild lodge of elves that have been around for as long as any of you have been here.
You're gonna say something, Grackle?
I don't remember.
Uh, we we were hoping to uh get the coins for the Eternal Lantern to get them blessed by some of our denizens and deities of Willowshore. You happen to know where Elizeth and other clerics and worshippers might be?
I have seen her here in the compound. However, um, I happen to know a way to achieve the blessing myself that may be of assistance to you.
Oh,
Can you tell if one of the blessing if one of the coins has been re-blessed?
Certainly. Do you happen to have them with you?
I forget which one
I
it
put them on the table.
is. And I'll like the one that I had Matsuki re-bless. I'll like slide it towards Old Man Man or Milani re-bless. Sorry. I'll slide it across the table to Old Man Matsuki.
He kind of studies the coins for a moment, and then he kind of bows down and turns, and you see there is an altar to Abadar here, and he basically spends, you know, 5 6 minutes in silent contemplation. It seems like he's praying, and he achieves the blessing for the second coin. And he tells you, Grackle, that your coin is already blessed. And now all you have to do is obtain a third blessing from some other deity's shrine or altar, and that will be enough. Place them back into the lantern, and then the eternal lantern will be lit once more, lifting the mists from around Willowshore, and hopefully restoring peace. Although the northern half of Willowshore is still under massive attack from monsters.
Speaking of massive attack from monsters and ghosts and shadows, inspectors, do you have any extra ghost touch weapons we can borrow?
There is
Yeah,
a blacksmith here, but not here in the compound, as far as I'm aware, that has the ability to work with the enchanted stones, the enchanted metals to make ghost touch and silvered weapons. However, you'd have to reach out to her, and it will take some time. But we don't have any ghost touched or silvered weapons here to offer you, unfortunately.
Oh, come on,
I can
Matsuki.
give
I've
you
lived
these.
down the street from you for 10 years now.
Oh, Grackle.
Antonella's gonna look at those artisan tools and be like, "Are any of those ghost touched?" I want to see if he's just like, "No, we don't have any," but like he's keeping them on the side.
Are you trained in crafting by chance, Anton? Probably not.
Nope.
All right, give me a crafting roll blind.
Perfect. I'm gonna be so good at this, you guys. Do do do.
There's a like a wood saw that is on the back, like it faces towards his back on the right side of his belt. You can see the hints of silver within it. It is not ghost touched, but it's a silvered weapon, Antonello. He is definitely lying.
This old guy. Um, I'm not gonna call him out on it right now, but I'm gonna try to like make eyes with other members of the party and do like little eyebrow wiggles.
So there is a subsystem in Pathfinder 2e called Influence. And what we can do is spend some time, each member of our party can basically try to discover something about Old Man Matsuki that they can then use to try to influence Old Man Matsuki to like get more on their side. Right now, he obviously wants your help in like establishing the defenses of Willowshore, going to the northern shore, ascertaining exactly like what's going on, and finding out like if there's specifically who needs help, finding some hunters to help track down that spider statue. But for anybody who would like to, you have two options right now. You can try to discover something about Old Man Matsuki, or you can try to influence him. So we'll start with Pay. Have you heard about this subsystem before, Josh?
Yes, yeah. So I'll start off trying to discover.
So you'll do a blind perception check,
Okay.
or you can also try to do like a crafting check, or just a Willowshore. Well, probably not. Yeah, I'll let you do Willowshore lore as well. But any of those, it'll just be one of them, whatever you pick, and it will be blind.
All right. Good old Willowshore lore.
You rolled extremely well.
Nice.
That sounds like a lie. Can I do an insight check on the DM, please?
Sense motive.
You know that old Matsuki, he really hates people who ask him to trust the younger generation.
Hmm.
So, kind of utilizing such themes as like traditional, older people, like respecting your elders and their wisdom, is going to go a long way as far as your influence check. In fact, it'll give you a +2 to influence him if you were to try to use that in your conversation. You also
Amazing.
know
Mhm.
that he has this appreciation for fine food and drink. Like you're eating some of the food here, and it's well better prepared than what would you would expect in the middle of a monster raid in the middle of the night. So, any influence you make with him, uh, you're gonna get a +1 bonus regardless. So you'll get +1 for everything, any influence, and then +2 more if you try to do anything regarding like trusting your elders.
Amazing. Is there any way I could relay this information? Like maybe.
Yeah, I'm fine. Like for this subsystem, like we use that as a group. You can all kind of like quietly tell your companions, like, hey, he's a boomer. Like, let's try to work that in there somehow.
We're all like secretly passing notes right in front of him.
So Matsuki, I know you love the food. In the old ways. Aha, wink, wink, wonk, wonk. That's all I have to say.
Nice.
We're all just
Kiko,
talking
we'll come back
in can't.
on round 2. Remember all this because you'll get a chance to influence.
Mhm.
All right. So Kiko, would you like to try to influence, knowing what you know now, or would you like to try to discover more?
I think I'm going to try to just bless the last coin so we can get this going, since it doesn't seem like we need the altar since Grackle already did it. So I'm gonna pray to my god.
Chizuru.
This
Well, don't they need to be different deities?
we haven't used. He did
We've
Abadar,
Lonnie
Grackle
and
did.
Abadar.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
I see. I see. Sorry.
no worries.
Go ahead and give me that religion skill check.
Sure. Give me 1 second here.
You just gotta pray harder.
We do. Just gonna take the coin, just go outside into the lawn, say a little prayer.
She's down on her knees. She'll know you'll take me there.
There's her little prayer right there.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
That was quick.
I actually already had it typed up on another screen. Oh, that wasn't private, but I mean, if it's that low anyway, I'll hero point. I knew I was saving it for something.
Go ahead, use it.
Yeah, I'll blind it this time.
Good thing you didn't use it against that dog. All you had to be is friendly.
She's not very friendly.
You feel that same warmth that Grackle told you when he blessed his coin with Milani's strength. Goes on to the third coin. You now have 3 blessed coins.
Yeah, and then she'll just take that back inside.
So we can just leave now and head out and try to get that lantern lit and come back later and work on influencing old Matsuki. He's given us a few quests. He's asked us to go across the river. We haven't really taught. I don't think we've told him that we already freed the bridge, but he probably has reports like, "Oh, there's a bunch of monsters on the bridge."
Yeah.
Eh, he'll find out soon enough.
Yeah, I'm
I
sure.
mean, we can.
He'll come up.
Yeah. I think we could finish talking to him because we'll have to pass by the bridge to pass by the lantern to get north, anyways. So I think it's just logical just to finish this up and
All right.
then continue on our way.
All right. Grankle, would you like to try to influence old Matsuki or discover some more about him that will help you influence him later?
I'll try to discover something. What did I need to roll again?
So, um, something like society. This is all secret, so blind GM rule. Willow Shore lore, just your perception. Any of those would be fine. There's different DCs depending on which skill you pick, but any of those 3 would be good.
All right.
Or crafty, if you got crafty, I don't know.
I don't have crafting. I think this is the first character I've ever
Yeah,
made
right.
Pathfinder that doesn't have crafting. I'll do a blind perception.
All right, Gregel. So you kind of watch his interaction between Pei and himself. They're talking amongst themselves. You kind of get the sense that he is an older gentleman. He is also a very skilled carpenter. His that saw you see in his picture. You look closer, even though you're not trained in crafting, you know it's not actually silvered. Like Antonello is just wrong about that. But it's very nice, like a sterling type of material. So very pricey, very fine quality. He takes a lot of pride in his
Very
craft.
well crafted, very highly polished.
If this were Pathfinder 1E, you would classify it as masterwork.
Oh, thank you.
I'm guessing someone, either Matsuki himself or probably more likely one of his like understudies or apprentices, probably would have made the hafts for my halberd. So
So yeah, specifically for influencing this guy, you will learn that using the Willow Shore lore skill is going to be the best, easiest way to actually influence him on your next turn. And so you can kind of tell everybody else, like, hey, just share stories of the good old days of Willowshore and how, the South Bank was really in charge, keeping the lumber going, stuff like that. And it's going to really have a good effect on old Mentsuki.
Yeah, I'll definitely relay that because I don't have Willowshire lore.
Antonello, what would you like to do? You can now
Do you
try
want
to
to pause a sec? Because the ad's going to go off in a sec.
Sure, yeah.
And Antonella's going to say something wild, I'm sure of it, and I don't want to miss it.
Let's take a
Yeah, I'm
break.
gonna say
2
something
minutes.
fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, take like a 3
2
minute
minutes?
bathroom. I'm actually going to grab a drink and do that too, so I'll be back.
Woohoo.
Would it be possible for me to get a minus to influence him?
Like, what do you mean by like getting a minus? Because you could probably like voluntarily fail the check, but I don't know.
Because I feel like, well, lore-wise, my character would not get along with Matsuki at all. I feel like I probably have like bad dealings with him in the past. Like, granted, my character's like, I kind of tried setting him up so that he try and gather gossip and information from around the town, but also be a troublemaker. So people that more traditionalist people probably wouldn't like him from causing so much trouble.
Being a little rascal.
Yeah. So I figured I would probably do something like to discover. If I could, I would try doing like a discover on a weakness rather than influencing.
Could do like trying to figure out something that would just like utterly piss him off. Call him a boomer to his face or something.
Are you just going to hit him with an okay boomer when he says something?
Nah. What I will try doing is I'll try remembering a black mark on his history in the town, though.
Or like something that you specifically stole from him.
I was thinking of asking for payment, the thing that he was just whittling.
The ultimate diss for him would be like getting him distracted and stealing one of the tools off his belt.
I was gonna say getting that saw.
Saw seems like it'd be a little bunch with those calipers.
Mm. Oh, the ads
Stab,
are ending in 2 seconds.
stab out the eyes of those calipers.
We do have this fine feast as well, so.
All right, chat, we're back.
Welcome back.
We succeeded and we got all of the weapons and we finished all the quests.
We did. We even got his house now.
And we're level 20.
We're pretty good.
And he's making stuff for us for free.
Damn, you did all that in the commercial break?
I know.
This does
All the best things happen during the breaks.
make me
Tune in
realize
next
though
time
that
when we
I need to
conquer the
make I actually need to make something that says ads are playing to like leave up.
Oh, for the people that
yeah, for the
press
people
up
that
tonight.
don't, so they understand, because like it also there's no pre-rolls too, and I don't know how that interacts with the fact that it ran an ad. Like, what if you joined in the middle of an ad but there's no pre-rolls on? Do you still get the ad?
Good point.
If you're actively playing an ad, it depends on how long your ads run for. So I know if you're playing a 60-second ad and somebody joins during the ad, most likely a
Yeah.
30-second ad will roll for
I
them. Just so,
basically just have it doing 3 minutes every hour, which is like the absolute least you can do, which also
yeah.
gets rid of the pre-roll and seemed like a good idea to give people a break, because I know sometimes you want to get up, you want to get a drink of water, you want to just stretch a little bit. But yeah, having something that I can just like put on the screen in my overlay that says we're on an ad break that I can toggle on and off is probably a good idea.
Get like a
You got to start compiling clips.
Dude,
Yeah.
there are some already. I'll link you to them, Morgan, at some point. I clipped that thing you said earlier too, so that's in there.
Oh no, what did I say?
welcome back.
I think it was about the old thing.
Oh,
That's why I threw you my Prime, because I've got ad blocker with Turbo.
Yeah, I have Turbo too. Honestly, like if it came down to subbing to me or getting Turbo for yourself, I would say get Turbo. Like 10 out of 10 times, because not having ads on everyone's channel is glorious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Your channel so far has been the longest I've ever watched somebody on Twitch. So I like prior to this, I never even thought about getting Prime or subscriptions or any of that.
Yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people have the Prime, so it's the easy. I mean, I forget about my Prime like all the time. So I actually gave mine to Razzlemeyer last night when I realized I had it and hadn't used it.
Mm.
So
No, I've been watching, especially like the last couple days. I've been watching Kareem play Kingdom Deliverance 2.
nice.
I think while one of the positions I do when I'm at work, it's one of like the smaller like side gates for entering the complex. And as long as you're not there on like third or fourth rotation, it's pretty much like I in 2 hours I checked in 5 semi trucks, so I just had their stream running the entire time.
Yeah, I want to
Nice.
play it at some point, so I've been avoiding streams for it. There's too much stuff coming out this month, though.
Yeah, I'm trying to get as far as I can in it right now because I think it's the 18th. Avowed comes out.
Yeah, that one and Monster Hunter are the two that I'm probably gonna end up playing.
Monster Hunter's what, 26th or 28th?
I think it was the 28th. Might have been the 23rd. It was the 20 something.
Yeah, my old roommate has been hounding me to pre-order it, and I'm like, I'm not going to pre-order it. I'll probably get it when it comes out.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do
Yeah.
too. I've learned my lesson pre-ordering stuff. That's optimized horribly. If all else fails, I'll wait till it's on sale and buy it when it's better optimized.
Yeah,
Anybody know when Luke's gonna be back?
I think
I'm
he's
back.
back.
he's
Yeah,
back.
You
yeah,
said
Man,
you're
it's
dead.
he's
it's a
back.
shame.
We just
yeah.
took
It's a
the
shame we
We
won't
just
ever see
like,
him again.
we're no, we can't. We're not really easing back into it, talking about random stuff.
Yeah.
All right, Luke, you gotta establish dominance, man.
Antonello, it is your turn.
Yes. okay.
You can try to influence or discover something that will help you influence.
Wait, am I able
Um.
to?
Not yet.
Okay.
Do is influence one of those things where it's like you try to exert influence and then if you fail you can't do it again?
No. So this is like you can try every round. So imagine this is like rounds of combat, but it's like several minutes per round instead of 6 seconds. And if you
Mm-hmm.
you can try to influence using a skill that Grackle learned, like hey, try to use something like crafting or Willow Shore lore is gonna be the
Yeah.
easiest thing to overcome. I don't know if you have Willow Shore lore,
Nope.
but also things like diplomacy, deception, and intimidation can also be used. So those all are going to have different levels of difficulty. So if you wanted to try to discover which one of those three, diplomacy, deception, or intimidation, is harder to use on him, then you'd have to use a discovery check, and then wait till your next turn to try to influence. But if you just want to
Yeah,
go
I
flat out right now without knowing which one's the hardest, you could be like, "Hey, let's fucking go. Just do diplomacy or deception."
I mean, my vibe from what I'm getting from him, Morgan the player, is like intimidation does not seem like the way to go.
Okay.
Um, is this gonna fuck everyone else over if I tried to like exert influence over him right now?
Right now you have 0 influence. You can't get worse than 0.
Perfect. I'm gonna try to influence him by just going up to him and like doing the full like kneel and just be like, "Oh, old Natsuko, you seem so wise. I haven't been here very long, but seems like things have gone to shit in the past couple of days. I feel like we should go back to the good old days, you know? I heard people talking about it, being like, ah, the lumber used to be so cool. It was a good time. And you know, you remind me a lot of my master. Wise, powerful, smart. I'm sure someone such as you could be able to help us out a little as we're trying to bring the town back to the good old days, you know?
Give me a diplomacy check, blind GM roll, please. Secret one.
For sure.
Big money.
I do.
While she's doing that, Grackle, the chat thinks you should really consider the Starlit Sentinel AT for that maid outfit. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna pass.
Oh, I'm totally sorry, Morgan. That was not supposed to be secret. That was supposed to be in the open, and it's a nat 20.
Ooh,
Let's go, baby. Pwah, 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 pwah,
gassing him up.
pwah.
You critically succeeded, so you all will gain 2 influence points with old Matsuki. Specifically, what that will do for you is he will kind of initially it might have seemed like for those of you who've ran into him before, he might have thought that you're kind of too young to have a good respect for tradition and just little whippersnappers per se. But now he is coming to actually like you, especially you, Antonello. So you all will get 1 reputation point with the entire faction of South Bank. And
Nice.
reputation is different than influence in the fact that reputation applies to every NPC on the southern half of Willowshore for this faction. That gives you things like the ability to earn income easier if you go to work for them during downtime, or just being able to get them to be on your side for things like make good impressions on them easier, things like that. So that's what we've done. Influence 2. Now that's Antonella's turn, and we'll go to the last person for this round, and that is Eric for Kunutaro. You want to try to influence or discover something else?
I want to try doing something. I guess this might fall into Discover. I would like to try doing a recall knowledge on any like stories that might like put him in a bad light. So try and weasel that into the conversation so that he would want
So
to
this will
appear
be
better.
like a Willowshore lore kind of thing. Are you trained in Willowshore lore?
Yes,
All right, give me a blind. You want to try to discover it about him, though,
I
right?
think so.
Okay, so
Like,
this is gonna be blind, but it's relatively easy. So go ahead and roll, and then I'll tell you what you guys find out.
okay.
It used to be the case that old Mitsuki, many decades ago, before your time, he was a much calmer person once upon a time. he loves Wilshire and holds its traditions really in high esteem, but he indulges in complaining that he doesn't have very many years left, so he doesn't hold back. He speaks his mind very easily. It doesn't really give you much to go on as far as like using a weakness against him. However, you do kind of feel like s- you you could use that in like a trying to influence him on the next round and kind of give you an advantage, like being like, "Hey, you're right. You don't have much time left. We've proven ourselves in just all the time I've been here, and my companions have been here, and the fact like we took out this Buso that was guarding the bridge. Like you should be allied with us even more so." Does that make sense, Eric?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, bro, you don't have much time left. Might as well make use of it.
Yeah, I figured I wouldn't try doing the influencing directly since I probably wouldn't get along with him.
So specifically, we talked about the Willow Shore lore. You also know, besides him being old, he becomes much more as he's gotten older. The rumor is he's becoming much more slovenly and drunkardly, and he loves
Like
to indulge in alcohol.
a bit more
So
hedonistic.
yeah, so sharing opinions about fine food and wines and alcohol is gonna go a long way to help influence as well. So that's the first round of influence. We can now, if we want, we can stay here and spend more time, or we can head back to the Eternal Lantern. I know, like, we got 3 blessed coins, so maybe people want to do that, or we can
What
potentially go
what
off.
time is it right now in like game time?
It's actually morning. My
Oh
background
shit.
makes it seem
Okay.
that. Sorry. So it's
Mm.
overcast day because the mists are still here.
Oh, yeah, I just wanted to know like if how much time we'd already spent. I think we should light the thing, especially with that crit success already under our belt.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yes.
Pl-
Yes.
Plus, if there's time, we can come back and leverage that into the conversation probably as well.
Well, we don't know how long the old man will be here. If you catch my meaning. Drop
Oh,
dead the second we leave.
Are you gonna murder him? Is
No,
he gonna
no,
die from old age all of a sudden?
he's that decrepit.
Oof. That
He's
would
just
be
a little bit
brutal.
hunched over.
We step out the door, and you just the final gas. Just
Dibs on his
Luke, you
house.
roll a D100. If it hits exactly 69, he dies the minute we walk out the door.
75.
Yeah, that's close.
ooh.
Oof. Still kicking.
Um, yeah, Pei would want to, as much as he likes talking to other people, he would like to go relight the lantern, especially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, to see if we can find Elizeth. I guess we don't need her anymore, but
Wasn't she
he
supposed
wants to
to
make sure
be
she's safe.
here at
Yeah,
the?
I thought she was
Was
Yeah.
she
already
not in
here.
the courtyard?
The estate is quite big. She might be in
Oh, okay.
guest rooms or something, but she's not a huge priority at this point. She's obviously, headed to the estate, told her friend, lover, Haku to meet her there, and now we're all heading from the Matsuki estate back to the Eternal Lantern on the Dawn Step Bridge.
Yes.
I was gonna ask too. You mentioned something about some rangers. Where are they usually in comparison to where we are? Okay, so after we light
Oh,
the thing, we could come back and probably do that too if it's still like morning to find ugly cute.
and they were, yeah, they were supposed to help us find Ugly Cute.
Um, do we still hear like the occasional sounds of battle or whatever
Oh,
going on in the north?
for sure. Old Matsuku would probably have mentioned, like, by the way, if you're able to get past the Buso at the bridge, getting to the northern side of town and helping them out would probably be a good thing. He's not gonna force you to go over there and risk your lives, but he would
Oh, the
definitely.
boost. Yeah, Grackle would just say when he brings up the Busa, it's like, oh yeah, the Busa's dead.
Oh, well then, good work. And he hands you 10 healing potions as you head back to the bridge. Use these if you head into the northern side of town and you run
Ooh.
into trouble.
Ooh.
What
Regular? Just
I
regular ones?
most likely.
You need regular ones. You're acting like you're too good for a little old
No, no,
healing
no.
potion?
I was just clarifying.
I already have 2 of them, so
I'll
I mean, if he
we could
doesn't want them,
I'll take
between
them.
I'll take
How do I-
two.
but
How do I
but
make They're minor ones. Hang on.
yeah.
I'm gonna give each
Um,
person 2.
Yeah, I took 2. And then
All
there's
right,
2
so
left for probably people that are gonna get hit more.
but there's 5 of us. 10 people.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, yeah. Never mind.
5, 10, yeah.
For some reason, I
Yeah.
was
And then
channeling
also
tomorrow already, where there's only 4.
we get 10 of these things called crystal talismans, specifically potency crystal talismans.
oh,
You put it
beautiful.
on your weapon for 1 round and it gives you a little boost.
That's insane. A little boost.
Ooh.
Crystal.
Yeah, but
It
it's just for
just-
1 round, right? So I mean, it's good, but
It's one attack, but it's pretty
yeah,
massive.
yeah, 1 attack actually, not a round. Thank you.
All right,
in,
Luke.
in the
Just
meantime,
Yeah.
could I like
drop those on us.
wander around the estate trying to sell some of our crap?
Oh, that's a good call.
We can make a stash here. He'd give you like access to a room with a trunk if you'd like, and we could put a lot of the shit in there.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a smart idea.
I'm not putting my soap in there. Where's my soap?
All right,
Do you make a
so
loot character?
I'm just gonna throw what I was carrying back into the stash, and we'll just say we're stashing it here. I mean, I think that's a good compromise. Whenever we're
Mm.
here, we can just.
Are we able to like make a stash item on the map? Maybe.
I mean, there is the party stash like, specifically for this.
But I figured this might be a way to differentiate what we're, or a better way to differentiate what we're having in that said stash.
Oh, he just made a little thing on the
Of
map.
course.
It's called Matsuki Estate. Just drop it in there.
Perfect.
I'll throw the
Because we know that technically this stuff would be physically here,
yeah.
and then we'd be able to.
Now you're gonna get
Separate.
fucking robbed by some creeps at the Masuki estate.
Then we're gonna farm them for XP.
Yeah, I will be honest. I'm not putting the treasures in there.
Yeah.
just-
All the bulky stuff like the scale
Just-
mill that's bulky and not worth too much.
Look, if the state gets attacked, they'll be glad to have that stuff there. You know, when you start having to arm civilians against ghosts.
Your signal whistle.
I already have one. I took the second one as well.
You need redundancy in case the first whistle fails.
Yeah, you're right. It is just no bulk.
All right, everybody happy with putting whatever they have into the Masuki estate little guest room? Crackle, looking at you.
Yeah, I don't have anything on the throne right now.
Crackle has a big old cello sticking out of his bag.
So you can hold a cello with you all this time, but you can't wear a maid outfit?
Right?
The maid outfit
Wow.
has less pockets. What do you want from me?
What if we put extra pockets in?
Arguably,
You could make
yeah, a
pockets,
maid
though.
outfit would have more. All the hidden pockets? There's a whole apron of pockets.
I think Grackle really wants his hyena pet from Beastmaster. Otherwise, I think we would have convinced him.
Mm.
No, it's just the only way I would like even go into it a little bit instead of like a maid outfit, I would like maybe a butler styled outfit.
Dude, that's
But
also
with
kind
Star-
of sick with like a little mask.
But with like the Starlight Sentinel, I mean, I was talking in your chat about it. It's like, because I read into it, it's like, oh, that's like massive rebrand from Dragon Ball Super. I hate that.
You go to the lantern, yes?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I mean, we have to cross the bridge, anyways.
That depend. Like, are we just going north to help people out? Are we going to try to track down the frogs, the statue,
Spider?
the lantern statue,
Didn't-
or are we like what are we doing?
wasn't there tracks leading into the river?
Yeah,
for
but
that?
if we're going to try to track this down, we get the hunters to help us. and that's
Mm.
that's to the south.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mm.
I
Here.
think we should try and relight the lantern first because that'll probably help the town the most.
That's what I'm thinking. Like,
Yeah.
let's light
that
that,
is what
and
pay
then
occurs.
the lodges, and then see how much time we have left in the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think priority should probably be relighting.
Yeah, because I wouldn't. How big is Willow Shore for it to like? How long would it take to get from one side to the other?
Oh,
Because I wouldn't
like
expect
just going to literally the North Shore, like because that's just across the bridge. That's like a couple minutes.
like
Yeah,
how long would it?
all of Willow
Yeah,
Shore is only
bruh, the
a
North
couple.
Shore.
I think it's
Yeah.
like two or 3 miles.
Yeah,
in
about
width.
a
Yeah.
couple miles.
Yeah.
Well, it's
So
probably
like,
it'd probably be like a 15 minutes like run from one side to the other.
I mean, if
Right.
it's 2 miles, that's a pretty quick mile.
yeah.
If you're getting in
Well, I mean,
15 minutes.
I just saw this person on the map. Who is this?
That's the North Shore leader. She's just hanging out.
Oh,
She's
okay.
Or no, that's not
vibing,
the North
bruh.
Shore leader. That's somebody
Yeah,
else.
that is the granny is the North Shore leader.
I don't know. Who
Is
that
she the person from like Mother's Coil?
Maybe.
It's a halfling at the
You
front.
know, halfling. Just hanging out.
She is actually she's a vendor. She runs something called the Mushroom House,
Oh,
and
Gross.
she's a older halfling woman, and she runs basically a black market with permission of the leader of Northridge, Granny Who, so she can get you all kinds of stuff. You know, some poison, some drugs.
probably sold her some stuff
Mm.
working
Potency
as a
runes
fence.
at level 1. Can she get
Yeah.
that?
Probably buys stolen goods, using it as a fence.
it's just a fence. That's all she is. It's the mushroom house is just the cover for the fence.
But yeah, I'm for going to the northern area and lighting the lantern. Nice.
All right, which side of the bridge is it on? Since the map, I think, is turned on.
It's
Is
The
right
this
south
here.
side.
Okay, so it's just on the south side. We don't even need to go
Yeah.
That
to
is
the north
lantern.
side. Yeah, okay.
What do you do, Greckle?
I don't know who has the coins right now.
I think a bunch of people to have them because people were
Yeah.
trying to
Yeah, I mean,
bless them.
if she still has one, she'll put it in one of the circular sockets.
Yeah, I'll slot in the one that I.
They will have one and slot it in.
Maybe say another quick prayer and then step back to see what happens.
Like the Power Rangers. In sync, we slot in the coins.
Nice. Oh
Pterodactyl.
yeah, so
Triceratops.
once you place the 3 coins into the Eternal Lantern, you have a glowing light begins to emanate once more from this ancient artifact. As I try to turn on my lights.
I like Pay's lantern where he has to spin upside down to shine it. There you
Yeah.
go. Do a barrel roll.
As you light the lantern, you see the fog begins to immediately lift, and the mists effect just starts to pour out of the small clearing of the woods and recedes back into the tree line.
Well, that seems positive.
So I need the divine skill for Shizuru, Milani, and Abadar. I gotta look it up.
What do you mean divine skill?
So in your deity's entry,
Huh?
it lists like your ability, the font, and then
Yeah.
divine skill. Like society is Abadar's.
Deities have
Like a skill.
trademark
like,
skills. Like they have weapons and stuff and
I think Avatar's is
spells.
crafting.
Society.
Milani's a society too.
Double society.
I'll have to go look. I'm not sure what hers is.
We live in a society.
I believe Shizuru is +1 to deception while wearing maid costume.
No, that
Hmm.
sounds like Crackles.
Alani, okay.
Yeah.
Divine
Milani's
skill is also society. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shizuru is as well.
Oh, do we get a +3 to society?
No, the item bonus doesn't stack up.
Society.
Oh, Milani's society too?
Yeah,
Crap.
show
Yeah.
us Shizuru. I think that just seems to be the thing.
Well, we'll get a +1 to any society checks for the next day.
It's a good thing I'm
Is
not
that
showing
everybody?
in society.
I am. Is it everyone who gets it?
Yeah, everybody.
Nice.
And everybody, I'd like you to place, what is it, 250 XP on your sheets.
Ooh.
Our reputation for South Bank now goes up to 2, and for Northridge it'll be 1.
Nice. We are so good at this game.
So does that mean we've got
Du-
38
du- du-
and
du-
we've leveled up?
Do,
du.
do, do.
I think we've got 38 remaining afterwards.
Yeah, looks like it.
Do we get that after like a long rest or?
No, you get it now.
Feels
I
so
mean, like the
powerful.
effects of leveling up. Sorry.
Yeah, you get that now.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice. And we are playing with free archetype, right?
That's right.
Strong.
Just it can't be a multi-class archetype.
That's okay. I already know what I'm getting.
I have to scroll through all of my characters. Give me a moment.
What are you taking, Josh?
So for my psychic feat, I'm taking an ability called Psyburst. Effectively, it's just a one action D4 damage. But what's cool about it is that it's normally a reflex save for bludgeoning damage, but it has a mind shift feat, so I can make it mental damage for a will save instead. So I now have this like one action reflex or will save. It could be pretty nice.
Luke, did you turn free archetype on the server?
Oh, probably not.
Yeah, I was like, I was looking. I was like, I got nothing.
Now I gotta find it. Way to go.
Should just be under the homebrew thing at the top in the PF2e module.
I'm also taking the Lore Master dedication as his past lives have been teaching him all these different things.
So how do we add that free archetype?
He has to turn it on first.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a little toggle box. Same thing for the if you want to do the actual full-on multi-class where you have a level in each.
Okay.
Guys,
Does
don't
that mean
worry.
we get our?
Oh,
Go
good.
Oh, I was just asking. So does that mean we get our full health again, or does it stay and then just increases by that amount that we gained?
I don't believe you get your full health.
Okay. Oh, that is the wrong number. I almost gave myself 3,089 health. Gotta need to set it back to 29.
Don't worry, guys. I have risky
Ooh.
surgery now.
Just what
Oh
we need.
dear.
hell
I'm just gonna
yeah.
cut you a little bit to hopefully heal you for even more.
I mean,
And don't
Pei
worry.
only has 22 HP.
I mean, it's
And
only
don't worry,
only a
guys.
D8. It'll be fine.
I've got us covered.
Murder him.
Got us covered for if we ever come across a humanoid monster.
I just picked up Titan Wrestler.
Fun.
That's pretty good though.
In case we come across any huge ghost.
Gil, what was the thing that you were
Um,
talking about before?
Marshall is the archetype you probably
Perfect.
want once he gets it on there.
Ooh, martial artist.
I think just regular the just Marshall one with the little Ura, so we can all charge in as a reaction and stuff later on. It's pretty good.
Oh, Marshall. I thought you
Yeah,
said
yeah,
you meant as like, yeah. Well, I mean, there's a couple of auras for Marshall though,
yeah,
and there's
yeah.
also
I
ones where you
think
don't even have to take the
yeah,
auras.
I think he was gonna go with the or she rather was gonna go with the fearsome, intimidate.
The dread one.
Yeah.
That
Dread
fit. I
Marshall.
feel like that fits Antonello and Shredder pretty well.
Shredder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, it's there now, Luke.
Okay.
Ooh.
Hooray!
Is that her feats?
Yeah, it should be under
Right.
feats, and it should be under
Ah.
class feats. There should be another thing called archetype
Archetype
feats.
feats.
Yeah.
Okay. And I will be going with the scout.
I have so many lores now, guys.
Taking
Just
Mauler.
look at the number of my lures. And now I'll be extra good at our scouting.
Yeah, I went with this.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I was looking at that for a couple of characters.
Ooh, I get my new spells too.
Now I can punch and stab people at the same time, or kick them.
I can now be more unnoticed.
Mm.
What are you taking, Antonello?
I'm taking Marshall, and then I feel like I should just take Intimidating Strike
Fun.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
It is, yeah.
just to keep going. And I think I'm also doing Titan Wrestler just because I'm a little guy.
Also a good choice.
Yeah, especially with things being medium.
So when you
against
say
Yeah.
Marshall, you are a Marshall disciple, Martil, with a Marshall dedication,
No.
Marshal.
Yeah.
Yes. A Marshall, if you will.
Nice.
Well, the
Marshall-
prerequisites for being a marshal is to be a marshal.
Oh,
So
Think of that fancy Ura you now have around you when I mouse over you. I need to get in that. There we go.
Mm. Ooh, 2 auras. Don't mind if I do.
Stay close,
Josh
boys.
Josh one
What-
has Mahler dedication.
Maul her,
What?
I
No,
barely
no,
but I
know
hardly
her.
know
baby,
her.
no baby Grackle, no hyena pet.
No, not this
Mm.
time around.
Then why didn't you take Starlit Sentinel? That's the only acceptable alternative.
Because I'm using a two-handed weapon, and Mauler is like, "Hey, you do everything better with two-handed
Mauler
weapons now."
is pretty good.
Look, one of two things has to happen here, Josh. One, either you're
Makes
wearing the
good
maid
music.
outfit, or the hyena is
He is the hyena.
the other hyena.
Ah.
Nah, Muller's. It's a solid choice.
Wonder Twin powers activate.
Yeah. So now I'm trained in, I think, every single weapon category now.
Ooh.
Look
So I've
out,
got
we
it.
got a badass over here.
We've got advanced two-handed melee weapons, martial two-handed melee weapons, simple, deific, martial, and unarmed.
Are you going to hunt for advanced two-handed weapon?
I mean, if I find one, sure. I don't even know. Like, I'd have to look them up to see if there's any that I'd be interested in.
What skill did you guys level up?
That's a rogue thing.
Yeah, we
Not
have
all
to
of
wait
us.
till
that's right.
3.
Not all
That's
of us
right,
are
sorry.
cool.
Luke, what was the name of the little crystal things you said he gave us? I still need to find
Oh,
them in the.
Crystal talismans?
Yeah.
Potency
Potency
crystals.
Crystal Talisman.
Potency
For
crystal.
essentially for one attack, your weapon becomes a striking weapon.
Consumable.
Is that the one where that increases your attack, or is that the one that increases damage?
It
I think
well
damage.
the potency crystal says you get a +1 attack and +1 dice.
Yeah, it makes it a
Yeah,
+1.
it's a +1 striking weapon.
Okay,
It's
so
a
it's a striking. Oh yeah,
it's
+1
striking
striking.
and +1, so potency and striking.
I
Nice.
also
Nice.
have this for at some point for somebody. Probably put it on Grackle to go two-hand ham after we run out of talismans.
Runic weapon is fun.
Yes, give now.
Fucking sick.
Yeah, probably better to put it on something that has a large damage die or something.
Yeah,
Like
I
the
think
two-handed axe Antonello has.
actually
Oh,
that
yeah.
is actually a good point. It would definitely be on one of you two. I think it would be whoever is still near me, most
Oh,
likely
get
since
this.
it's the two action.
Yeah, I
Grapple.
don't. Yeah, I don't
There,
think it
it,
would be me. Sorry,
there's
go ahead.
a two-handed advanced weapon called the Spirit Thresher, specifically for Kolos. And it's made of it's a 1d12 bludgeoning with versatile slashing. And it's made of bones and some solid and other splintered and metal chains. So I guess it's like a giant flail or something like that with bone heads.
I
Sounds
like
intimidating. I see it down there, Luke. It bothers me.
Refuse to look at it. No.
It's funny because what you could do, and I at this point I don't think there's a point, but you can actually rotate maps by 90 degrees in the configuration.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Like I said, there's no point doing it now. I've done it to some of the AP maps too, because it just bothers me.
The problem is, wouldn't my walls get all jacked up on this map?
It should rotate those too, because you can rotate the walls independently as well.
You should say, what walls? There's no walls on this one.
That's also probably true. As anyone in my stream last week would have known on Friday, I had a meltdown when the map was crazy.
Yeah, who knew that
It's that,
Arcadia
like I
was
said,
a mess?
Ooh.
it's. I'm not gonna go into too big of a rant, but I went to like the Outlaws Discord, the official forums, and everyone's like, "Yeah, no, a lot of the maps just don't make sense." It's like they didn't have the same map the players do, or they just didn't care. And I'm like, okay,
Maybe a bit of both.
yeah, but
Okay, quick question, because I'm still. I decided on intimidating strike,
Right.
but there's also lightning swap. Um,
Mm.
where I'm like, I could just use one action to switch between sword and board to big boy axe.
Um, I don't know if you want to use the axe because it's large. You'd be, I mean, like, so you can. You're just gonna be clumsy whenever you're wielding it,
yeah, I was gonna say
which
because
makes your like
Oh, is that
AC go down and stuff.
because it's large? Is that
Yeah,
why?
because it's
Yeah,
large.
and he's
Oh,
small.
Well,
Boo!
hey, listen, it
I'm
it
being
is
shamed for being a little guy.
yes,
Mechanically, yes.
it is possible. Yeah, you are just taking a slight debuff to yourself, which
Eh,
you could
okay.
that could be fun
I don't know
to
if
you.
it's slight. It affects quite a few things, Clumsy, doesn't it?
It affects your AC, your reflex saves, and your dexterity skill checks.
Well, fuck that.
Yeah.
maybe we can get you
That-
a mini giant club.
We'll call it medium.
Maybe something that's like
Like we just
worth
slap a mini
not
tag in
fully
front of
drop.
it. You're
Mhm.
good.
Okay, never mind then. Thanks for letting me know. I'm getting rid of this great axe.
Man, I was really hoping to eventually use my where was it? It was the thing that I
Lightning swap would still be very good if you were hoping to like switch to two-handed weapons or dual wielding
or
or something.
ranged.
Or ranged.
Nah.
Okay, that's fair.
Man, I was hoping to eventually use tactical retreat, but if we get that +1 to saving throws against fear, it's less likely.
I mean, one of
It'd be
us are
funny just to
inevitably
run
gonna
away.
roll a 1 and retreat.
Because it gives a free stride for me, but then I'm just running away. I think I got all of my stuff.
Man, I'm so excited to have this just a lore skill. And lore master lore can be used on anything, which would be fun.
yeah. All right. What are we up to next?
Now that the lantern's lit, have these screams and cries from the northern side of town lessened, or are they still going like
They're
full?
still
So, do we want to go get the Elven Hunters, or do we want to go north?
What time is it now, Luke? Is it still like early?
yeah, it's only like an hour and a half after dawn, so still
Oh,
early.
okay. I mean, so yeah, whatever you guys want to do.
Pay would say that now that this the Eternal Lantern has been lit, the other one, Ugly Cute, can wait. And he would rather try to save people who might be in danger.
It's a pretty fair judgment, I think.
Yeah, and the more people we save, the more reward we could get. Says Kunitaro. Just money.
That is also true. Suspicious look.
I mean, money
And
always
old man
helps. Or,
Matsuki is anything but poor.
I mean, it couldn't hurt to go across and see what we can see.
yeah, because I think Grackle would be thinking like maybe when the lantern went out, Ugly Cute was like they had an effect on them that was being caused by the lantern for them to turn into a statue. So maybe they're just a statue again. That's just Grackle's inclination.
So there might be a statue in the middle of the river then.
Yeah, who knows? We'll figure it
Yeah.
out when the river starts to deviate from its current path.
We definitely could just happen across the statue as well. That's a good point.
All right, cross the bridge then. Assuming nothing terrible happens going across.
Yeah, we'll be fine, you guys. You have me around, you know?
We are powered up now too, though.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
I feel kind of invincible.
we can,
Big Trouble in Little
we can
China.
defeat anything.
Yes.
As long as it's not a massive giant ogre that's gonna eat me every single time.
I now
Or a
have
bunch of those
15
Usos.
AC.
But if
I'm
he did
invincible.
eat you, Antonello, I would keep bringing you back until I couldn't.
Oh my god. You're so cool, Susuki.
Close
And then,
enough.
hey, once they run out of healing stuff,
Close enough.
I'm so sorry, I thought that was the correct thing. Tsukiko.
There you go. Close enough.
Oh my god, guys.
So,
The fog is lifted.
downtown's right
Praise
here.
be.
Does anyone know anyone in downtown?
I might.
I'm sure we know plenty of people here, but we have to look around.
Yeah, let's do that.
Where was?
Everybody give me a 1d12 roll, please.
Remember,
we're blind.
don't go in the water.
Perfect.
Check
Pay
my
no
Just what I
attention.
wanted to roll.
Yeah, I'm back on
Pay no
detecting
attention.
magic too as we go for exploration.
Ooh. Pay no attention to the man in the water.
Consider no attention being paid.
All
I
right.
pay a lot of attention.
Antonello, you can hear the sound of metal on glass clinking together haphazardly in a chaotic fashion. And as you listen a little closer, it sounds like there's many people clinking the metal and the glass together.
Cool. I point that out to the rest of the party and be like, hey guys, something weird's going on over there. Feel like we should go check it out.
Everybody give me a secret perception roll, please.
Ooh.
Very secret. Very
Perception.
And now I
perception.
have one more perception.
Oh,
Now
that is
that I'm level 2.
accidentally. I don't want to roll initiative. My bad.
Secrets are no fun unless they're shared with everyone.
Did you guys know you can pick up the dice if you right click them and toss them away?
I did not know that, but now I do.
Have fun. It doesn't change anything, but have fun with it.
I don't remember. Where's the Thrice Blessed Inn? I would have thought that would have been downtown as well.
No, that's on South Bank.
Oh, it's there. I passed. Oh, I didn't realize I passed by it.
W7.
Yeah, Sam. That's where we go to drink tea.
That's the area I go to help work at sometimes. In that case, can I, while we're walking by, can I quickly check to see if there's just anybody in there or anybody injured?
We'll have. It'd be too hard to come back at this point since
Yeah.
we're just getting into this encounter, unfortunately.
Encounter?
Did not realize we were
I
doing an
hardly know
encounter.
her.
Well, Tsukiko will look around
That's exploration encounter, no big deal.
and then kind of lean into whisper to you guys. She says, "Do you guys hear that singing in the distance? I think it's somewhere past the clinking glass metal sounds."
Do you hear the people singing the songs of angry men?
It's about as opportune as that, actually, Gil.
Okay. Yeah, she'll point that out to everybody.
Ouch! I thought I did pretty
It's,
good.
it's a little painful to listen to, but I can definitely hear
I'm
it
just
over there.
teasing you, Morgan.
No, you're fine.
I thought you did fine.
That's okay. You don't need to gas me up on this.
Antonella will remember this.
Yeah.
Antonello will get their revenge.
This action will have consequences.
The cleric has, held up her hand, tells you all she hears something, and as you listen through the clinking cacophony of the metal on glass, you can hear a very faint, low, guttural, full of vocal fry singing or humming.
Is it the song of my people?
The frog people.
Yeah.
The Trip Key song. No. That'd be good if it was a Trip Key song, though.
Mm.
Just a bunch of ribbits in the background, like in the swamp.
Yeah.
Oh, there's nothing in the practices about singing. I think we should go check it out.
That's probably a good idea. Maybe we should be a little quiet if we can.
Okay.
I'm definitely gonna try to sneak in.
Yeah, I'm gonna try, and I apologize ahead of time if I fail horribly.
We are actively sneaking.
Well, with my new and improved scout ability, I'm gonna try going a little bit ahead of everybody.
I put a journal entry so you don't forget your rules.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you.
I actually had the PDF player's
There you
guide
go.
open just on the other monitor. But yeah, that's easier.
So anybody who wants to try to sneak up, give me a blind stealth check, please.
I gave you one, and I assume it was really good.
Yeah, you're the only one though, so I want to make sure everybody else gets a chance.
Really,
if they want.
really
Yeah.
good. I'm sorry because it was probably bad.
Wait, are you an expert in stealth?
I am.
Can we follow the expert then? Rather than all of us rolling very poorly.
Step where they step.
Yes.
I don't see why we can't do that, right? It's an exploration thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm doing.
And
scouting.
effectively, it would add. Are you? Oh, you're scouting. Then never mind.
Would it be scouting or would it be avoiding
Avoiding
is it?
notice.
avoiding notice? Ah, okay. Yeah, I
Well-
will do avoid notice. Then.
Yeah, if you do avoid notice, everybody else could just like stealth, right?
Follow the
And
expert.
then we add, each person will add your proficiency bonus. So 2 plus 0 if you're not trained, plus 2 if you're trained, plus 4 if you're an expert, right?
So we would add a +4 to all of our rolls,
Yep.
Unless
Yeah.
somebody's not trained in stealth.
unless somebody is trained in stealth.
Well, I'm not.
If they're trained, give them a plus Oh dear. I think trained would be nothing, but everybody who's untrained would get a +4.
Oh, wait, I see. You add your level as a proficiency bonus, so it's just
And
plus.
then you get a bonus, another +2 on top of that.
No. You just add your level as a proficiency bonus.
Additionally, you gain a circumstance bonus to the skill check based on your ally's proficiency.
I see. So expert +2,
Yes.
right? So everyone gets +4, even if you're untrained in stealth.
Well, that's good, but we don't know what we rolled. But a 4 to whatever I had
Yeah,
sounds
just
pretty
add
good.
4 to what we had.
Big money.
We all rolled ones.
Well, Luke, can you at least tell us if anyone rolled a 1?
Probably pay.
Give me a moment here as I fix my battle map.
Ooh.
Battle map.
You know what time it
Battle,
is.
battle.
This isn't sounding like a social encounter.
I'm ready to stab and roundhouse kick somebody in the same action.
Shouldn't it be a social map?
Somebody pull up the solids. The God, it's escaped my mind now. It's like the zing noise from
Oh, from Metal Gear?
Metal Gear. That's the one. Yes.
Oh,
What's
like when
what's
you
in the
get caught.
box?
I kept on thinking of like the only thing I can remember is just Solid Snake. Solid Snake.
Yeah.
That's the only thing just keeps coming to mind.
That's honestly a really good sound effect to put into, and I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure no one's going to call you on that one. I'm going to actually find that after this. Though no one in my games ever even tries to stealth. They just like go charging from room to room like psychos.
Yeah, I don't play rogues often, so it's I guess refreshing.
I want to
Oh,
play
I
one
actually have it on
someday.
my soundboard.
There it
There we
is.
go. That's the one.
That's crazy.
We'll just
Man, I need to get a soundboard.
queue it up from you since it's already there.
Yeah, there we go.
Soundboards are great. I need one.
Ooh, this map looks awesome. Ooh, I just saw what we're looking at. Never mind.
Oh, geez.
You all
It's
come
fun.
Those
around a
utensils?
corner, and you see what's causing this cacophonous clattering noise, and it's this weird spirit made of hundreds of pieces of silverware and plateware just floating in this massive cloud.
Oh my
And there's
goodness.
2 of these clouds.
What is that? Is that like a carpet?
Magic carpet.
It looks like some fine china.
So Luke, if a fight's gonna break out here, should I just run ads real quick because they're gonna start like in 2 minutes anyway?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Because I assume these things aren't
Hey,
friendly.
It'd be like a
probably
bull in
are
the china shop.
All right, I'm gonna run this ad real quick before we get into this,
Yeah.
so people don't miss anything.
This is rather
Sorry.
unfortunate too. As a mental-based psychic, I don't do much against spoons.
I'm not sure any of
Mm.
us.
Same. I don't do well against ghosts.
I mean, okay.
How's everybody doing? Everybody enjoying themselves though?
Yeah. Out of game, if
Mhm.
we took one of these spoons or knives or forks, if this is a celestial being, would this be a ghost touch weapon? If it is indeed a ghost?
I don't think that's how it
Blown my
works.
mind. I'm switching on my War Razor for a butter knife.
Yeah.
There is a halfling weapon that is a frying pan.
I've tried
Hell
making
yeah.
a character using one of those so many times, like pairing with the wandering chef archetype.
Mhm.
You use the filcher fork is the other one, which is also a halfling racial weapon. Dual
Yeah,
wield.
one of my players uses a filter's fork.
Yeah.
Perfect for stowing large pots of stew.
I think it also has thrown on it, right? So you put a returning rune on
I think
it.
so.
Throw the
It
fork
has.
around like a boomerang at people.
I know it has backstabber and agile.
Yeah, I think it might have a thrown on it.
It
Because
might.
we had a halfling that was using it too.
Yeah, agile, backstabber, deadly, finesse, throw.
Yeah,
The very
that's quite the.
it's a lot of perks.
Yeah, I mean it is only a D4, but yeah, it's got a lot of stuff
It
on
is.
it.
It's a D4 martial.
Plus, who wants to say that they got beat up by a frying pan and a fork? Demoralize the boss right there when he sees you coming at him.
Yeah, let's see what the frying pan has. Oh, I wonder if it's better than the club. It's a simple weapon. It has a fatal D8, so it is objectively better than a club.
Yeah, so when you wallop with it, it can wallop extra hard on occasion. Wait, what? The heck happened?
Oh my lord!
What is?
We'll
Who
talk about
are
it.
What?
you?
I was gonna say that wasn't there a second ago. It was a blanket. But I like this guy
No,
better.
it's always been there. Come on, Gil.
Oh, sure. Liar. I saw a blanket. Ads are over
A
in
blanket.
15 seconds.
14, 13,
Well, it's already
12.
10 now.
There used to be a.
Oh, fuck.
I could have sworn there was like a really interesting, like magical item that would go well with cook. With a cook, was it the alchemist haversack?
Oh, probably the I don't know what it's called, but the one that preserves food items.
Yeah, the like box of unspoiling.
Essentially,
Yeah,
a
something like that.
Sworn there was one that was like good for like alchemist food items.
Yeah, I forget what it's called, but I know
Oh.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, still interesting.
I believe we're back.
We are. Tsukiko's leaning to Grackle and asking, do you think that silverware is friendly?
And then I'll lean into you. Do you think it's
yeah,
worth it?
I don't know.
I mean, there might be some silver. There might be some silver in it.
Actually, you know what? That's a good point, though. If there's silver in it, we should,
We could attack them, beat them, take the silver, go to the blacksmith, melt them down, and coat our weapons in silver.
Wait, why are we trying to get silver?
Silver helps against undead, not ghosts, but undead. I think.
I don't think so.
I'm sure some. Well, werewolves. How do we know there's
Where
no
were
werewolves?
if we encounter any werewolves, we'll be set.
The werewolves are attacking the city with the undead.
Oh, no.
Or there's an undead werewolf.
Ooh, even worse.
Spoop.
Ooh.
Crackle. You sit there talking with your companions. Your voice
Oh,
unfortunately cracks, but not in a high pitched way, but more in a guttural, like low sound, and it kind of echoes down through this neighborhood, down the street, to where this large mass of silverware is moving.
This definitely is a
Does it do
large
the whole
mass,
like?
too.
Does it do like the stop, turn, and look kind of thing?
What? He looks friendly.
Guys,
like a
there's
cook.
no face.
You look and you see this creature that is a floating apron morphs into this humanoid figure with no legs, just a floating cloud skirt and arms. It's trying to mimic a creature from what you could tell, and its voice rings out and says, "Halt! Who goes there?"
Oh, jeez.
I'm just gonna elbow Grackle and kind of push him forward.
At
Grackle
this
gets pushed
point, can
forward.
I
Grackle,
hide?
what do you say? You could try to make an impression on this thing, like get it on your side, or you can deceive it, lie about something.
Roll to influence it.
I mean, if it's the G word, be nice. Friendly. Give it a hug.
I'll say, well met. I am Grackle, champion of Milani. Who are you? What is your name?
give me a secret diplomacy check, even if you're not trained.
Big money.
No
whammies.
whammies.
Joke's on you. I am trained in diplomacy.
You basically sit there for well more than a round of combat, but like 30, 45 seconds. I'm Grackle, champion of Milani. I'm here as a peaceful traveler. Who are you? Kind of go back and forth with this thing. And it looks at you, and it kind of has this stance as if it's on guard against you, but yet it doesn't seem to be actively like looking to come over and attack you, Grackle. In fact, as you look at it a little bit more, it seems like it neither dislikes you or likes you. It's just kind of like, huh,
It's just more aware of me than anything else.
do your duty. Join us.
Huh? Okay.
And
I'll walk
it motions
Huh?
with its hand for all of you to get in line behind the massive clouds of silverware. Join my parade.
Can't say I've
You
ever been in a silverware parade, but
heard the man join him. I need to get closer.
oh yeah. All right, Grackle. Conga line.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Gra-
Uh,
Graggle's assuming we're fighting these things, and he wants to get closer to be able to fight these things.
Yeah. Sukiko will
So was
follow after Grackle and Antonello.
can I be in the very back and try to hide?
Certainly. But don't try to hide very much. We must perform well in our parade.
Of course. Love parades, especially when they're performed well.
Oh,
Oh,
they're coming closer.
crap! It's coming up as well.
Join in.
As we're walking down, do I see anything like in any of the side alleys?
You don't see anybody, like as far as people. You might see
But
some
like,
knocked over trash cans and pieces of wood and just trash detritus. But
but like,
for the most part,
no,
North Shore or North Ridge of Wilshore is a pretty decently clean town, or the downtown area especially is not too dirty usually, but it is a little fucked up after last night.
but like specifically, I don't see any bodies lying in the alley or blood or.
No, you don't.
Hmm.
I've got 30-foot imprecise scent. Can I smell any blood
Oh,
in the air?
yep.
The silverware clouds move to like engulf all of you, and the page running over there. It's like, you two join the parade.
No. Faye is scared. Stay back.
Join the parade or suffer the consequences.
Guys.
Why are we following what this ghost is telling us to do?
Oh, jeez.
Do you want to ask the ghost? Or
Aw,
try to
jeez.
intimidate the ghost?
This was more of like just a question to our group. I've got like a negative. I've got a -1 wisdom. Scared.
That's just charisma. You should be fine.
Okay, is it like diplomacy?
A blind diplomacy roll to try to make an impression, or you can try to lie, and it would be deception in that case. But if you want to just be like, "Hey, we're actually very important people. We need to be going."
Yeah, yeah. Like I'll roll diplomacy.
Um, for others here, you could attempt recall knowledge if you'd like. It'd be secret knowledge check, and it's based on just lore. So, Pay, obviously, that's going to be a big one for you.
Of lore.
I don't have lore
So,
silverware, so I don't know that I'm gonna know much.
Well, what about lore like spirits or something like that over here?
I
for
have
this guy?
yeah, nothing relevant here.
I have
Well-
warfare. If you try
Me-
hard enough,
me too.
silverware is for
That is
war.
true. I have that as well.
Silverware without the E is silver war. There you
Fair.
go.
Yeah,
You silverware fair.
ipso ergo.
I don't
Mhm.
remember seeing you in the town before. But we're kind of in a hurry to see if there's anybody we need to help. Is this going to take a while? I'll just say that to the hooded individual.
This may take a while. So if you don't have the time, maybe it is not best for you to join.
Ah, okay. I think that's good enough. I'm just gonna
Dang, I'm
try
so
walking.
disappointed though. Yeah, I really wanted
See
to
if I
be
can
in that.
just gonna try walking to this, walking past it.
It's like I thought this was going to be a quick like up and down the street. I don't have time for like a whole full blown parade.
Plus, we need to go find everyone because I think everyone deserves to see the parade. So
Yeah.
I don't have a good feeling
what's
with it being paused. Sorry.
what's the
probably fine.
point of a parade if no one can see it? You know? Who are we parading for? I asked the apron. Are we protesting?
We are on celebration.
A celebration of what? I ask.
Hey, I didn't know Ghosts celebrated the what was the name of the festival again?
Stop saying that word.
You see, give me another diplomacy check in secret as you say the word ghost.
Oh, okay.
You won't know this, but you're going to take a good penalty to it.
Yep, I figured as much.
These actions will have consequences.
You'll learn today, boy.
This thing, you can see that it is this amorphous cloud or spirit, like ethereal being, but it is wearing a physical butcher's apron, and there's blood marks and gristle along the apron itself. This is known as a Itin Momen. It's a spirit, or here in this continent they call them kami, and it becomes quite enraged as you say the word ghost.
well,
Everybody, roll for initiative.
Oh,
Oh my
I figured
lord.
as much.
Did we get anything from our recall knowledge?
Yeah, I'll give you some more on your turn. Remind me, Pay.
Yes.
I can't seem to remember the name of the festival.
It
We kind of got
The
messed
Reenactment
up.
Festival is the name.
reenacted. As like I was saying, it's like I didn't know that they celebrate the reenactment festival as well.
Could I, since we were all thinking about these things and recalling knowledge, could I wager for a law initiative?
Ooh, I did
Yeah.
pretty bad there.
Freaking amazing. Here we go.
I don't remember. Is it every session we start off with one hero point, or is it also just decided when you decide to give it to us?
Every session you start with one, and if you end with more than one, it resets to one at the end.
Okay.
Oh, Sukiko's going to be first, I think.
I mean, wisdom's my
Ooh,
main
there's one.
stat, and
How about that?
right.
Oof.
Well, I'm actually going to try to recall some knowledge about this guy. I don't know if it's gonna go well, but what are my options here?
Any lore. Willow lore, if you have it, is probably your best.
I don't have Willow lore, so I'll go with a religion, which
So, yeah, all right, that's fine. It's general spirit, so Akami, so it's whatever.
I was actually going to ask you if I could switch one of my other lores we talked about to spirits, given that I have the spirit warrior archetype. I'm not going to use it right now, but
I think that's fine. All
Okay.
right, so you know that this thing being primarily just an apron, just hanging out on top of this ghost, it's gonna be weak against slashing damage. That's what you find out from that.
That's good to know. Well, oh god, this doesn't seem like the best idea, but oh, you didn't enable the one thing. Oh, let me measure it first then. Yeah, I can get to there and then move one step over. All right, there, move there, and I am going to use my second action to do an overwhelming combination. She will take a swing with the katana first.
Ooh.
And
Ooh.
hell yeah.
That's what we like to see.
For 23, and then she'll kind of spin around and just deliver like a round kick right into this thing. Non-face face.
That's fair.
That's funny.
That's fair.
Very fair.
The dice giveth and they take
No,
away.
no, it really was. It was perfect. It was perfect.
I can't really complain about it not being fair.
Yeah.
So, if it has weakness of slashing 3, what's that mean for damage? It's 7?
Add.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
it would double
just
too,
adds.
right?
No,
Just,
no,
Oh,
no,
no,
no.
weakness
No, I
doesn't
think
double. It just adds the
just
3,
adds
right?
on
So
to
it
it.
would be 26, yeah.
Which Foundry should do for you automatically.
Yeah, if you just apply that, it should.
Weakness applies to damage, Gil.
Huh?
Weakness applies to the damage, right?
Yeah. It adds whatever the weakness number is to the damage.
All right, so
I did 23.
Your fist is the critical miss. My bad.
Yeah. The fist is the critical miss, but the
23 add 3.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
With my last action. Oh yeah, I don't actually have access to that spell. Actually, with my last action, I'm going to step back out of range just in case. And that is my 3.
So you get 2 strikes. Oh yeah.
Yep. It's subject to map, but I get to make 1 weapon attack and 1 unarmed attack.
Nice.
Seemed like a good use on a war cleric priest, so I could also potentially heal in the same turn, or cast another spell and still bop a little bit.
The animated swarm of this plateware reaches over to you, Grackle, and attempts to push you and pin you to the ground. Give me a DC 19 reflex save.
Open or private?
I mean, he told you the DC, so. No.
Ruh-roh.
I can't use liberating step on myself.
It's okay. You're getting liberated from this mortal realm.
How kind.
Yeah. Oh no.
All right. Grackle, you're immobilized. So I'm trying to remember what that does with your reflex. Because these things come in and they begin to slice around you and Antonello. Antonello, give me a DC 19 reflex save.
Ooh. 19.
Okay.
Oh, Nor.
Well,
Well, so does it matter that so Grackle critically failed? Does that matter?
So it was a
He
DC 15. I
crit-
only failed by 6.
Nah, it was a 19. He said. So yeah, you did
Yeah.
critically fail.
Yeah.
he critically failed, so he's immobilized, and he'll have to escape to get.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mm.
But I'll use liberating step for Antonello, so they're free from restraint.
Oh
And
my god.
so they're free from restraint, and they can reattempt to get unimmobilized. So they're not immediately free from unimmobilized. So you can basically re-roll the check.
I can re-roll the check right now.
Yep.
Ooh. It's like a free hero point.
Yeah, you're still here.
Wow.
The exact fucking save.
that's just unfortunate.
Well, I tried.
Just-
Can I still attack even though I'm immobilized?
Yeah,
It
you
dep-
just can't.
yeah.
You can't do the any move actions, anything with the move trait.
Oh, okay. Why am I the game master now?
Promotion.
So Grackle, I need another reflex save from you. That's actually 2 actions. The first one, I think you got confused. That was them pinning you specifically, not Antonello. After you're pinned, it moves on top of you as a swarm, and it does an attack. And it damages Antonello, but your resistance that you granted with Liberating Step would negate that for Antonello. But for yourself, I need one more DC 19 reflex save and see how much damage you take.
Big money.
There's no
There
penalty.
was
Big money. Very nice.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Because
Boing,
that's
boing,
your
boing, boing.
All right, and we'll go to Grackle now. So you can try to escape, but your escape is going to be 2 actions, both, but 1 DC check, DC 17.
I'm just going to attack. I'm going to break one of the potency crystals.
I don't think that's how they work. I think they're talismans, no?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, so you would have to attach them prior to attacking.
Oh, I thought they were the regular crystals. I would have attached one of them on our way over here then.
Isn't it just, or do you have to pre-do it, or
I thought it was
is
like an action to
yeah? I
apply
was gonna
it.
say, can't he just spend one of his 3 actions to affix the talisman?
No, it's a crafting thing you have to spend 10 minutes on.
Oh God.
No, not for this. It's 1 action to put it on there.
Yeah, that's why it was weird that it was called a talisman.
Oh, so it's not a regular. Yeah, it's just
It's
called a
not-
potency crystal. It's not called a.
Yeah, potency crystal is a talisman.
Give me a second here. It's a talisman. It's affixed to your weapon, but when do you actually affix it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's what the
You
Oh,
crafting
activate it
thing
as that
is.
roll.
All right, so let's
Yeah.
assume you affixed it because you would have, right?
yeah, and then you
Your
can
character
choose
would have
to
done that.
use the concentrate activate to turn it on.
Which
but
is a
yeah.
free action.
Okay, so yeah,
Right.
there's no reason
So
not to
one
have
action to
applied one then.
activate. All right,
Yeah.
Crackle. So you can activate it with 1 action, then take a second attack with it, or second action for attack.
It's a free action to activate it.
Yeah.
Sweet. Just
So
concentrate trait. Okay.
yeah, so free action.
Yeah, I'm just gonna assume I have one on.
Yeah, I think everybody would have put them on coming in here, right? Like, I don't know.
Well,
What,
Yeah.
I don't think
that's
I
the
Unless
would.
your
thing
character
is
really would.
somebody has to be trained in crafting, which somebody might be, but
Hero point.
it takes 10 minutes to put one on. So
Yeah. But we all discussed earlier that we were likely just going to have Grackle and Antonello be the ones to have that because they had the larger damage die.
I
So
gotcha.
it,
So
it
it's
would make sense that while we're
to affix it, you
technically-
have to be trained in crafting.
I
see.
mean, we were with Matsuki too, though, who I assume is a crafter based on his belt. Could have probably.
He is
Yeah,
actually
he's
an expert.
Like,
in
yeah,
crafting.
so he could have thrown that on easy. And knowing what we know now, I definitely would have asked him to do so.
yeah.
Oh, look out. There you go.
Ooh.
Much better.
Yeah, so I hero pointed and then 16 slashing for that one. And so is that one action or is that two?
I think that was one.
That's one because the first one's a free action. It just needs you to concentrate on activating it.
That's actually
Okay.
pretty cool. I've never actually used.
Now it's gone. So that is 1 out of the 10 potency crystals used up.
But it is active until the end of this turn.
Oh, I thought it was just the one strike.
I thought so too, but I reread it. It's until the end of the turn for
Oh,
potency.
sweet. All right, so Grackle, 2 more attacks.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
good.
I thought it was just one attack. Let me
Yeah, till
re-
the end of the
Yeah.
turn. Yeah, pretty nice.
Lock him up, Grackle.
Piss in his pants. I don't know why I said that.
Damn it.
Silverware don't have
Makes me
pants.
wish I would have activated it when I crit,
Mm.
because that would have just been the road not taken. But why?
That's a miss. And you know what? Why not? Map 3.
YOLO.
Let's
Well,
go.
decent roll, but
Missed
not.
by 1.
Well,
Okay.
Well,
So
hell.
Hey,
you sit.
when you did
Mhm.
recall knowledge, I didn't give you everything you learned, but we talked about this apron ghost thing, right? It's
Yeah,
a
I
spirit.
want to know something specific, if that's okay.
So it can specifically, it can do, or it could use a tremor sense as an imprecise sense, and it has the ability to engulf as it moves through people and
Ooh.
making it so they have to rupture it to get out. So
Well,
that's pretty
Oh,
I was hoping to know if it was if it's a mindless creature. If that's possible.
it is not. It has a mind.
Okay. That matters because my spells can affect it then. Um, I will shout out that it will try to eat people. So Anatella, stay away.
Been here before, Anatello.
And then I will go with the good old fashion. With the damage on this swarm, I'll just try to pile on with the needle darts. So a bit of the metal from the lantern I'm holding just shoots forward into a dozen sharp needles, and then return and mold back into the lantern. Let's hope I hit. 19.
Ooh.
Is that the closest one or the one by Antonello?
Antonella.
Alrighty.
And then yes. Oh, near max damage.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was a really good roll.
Yeah. And then
This
oof.
thing, it doesn't show it on the map here, but you slash or pierce through with your needle darts, and it causes the entire cloud to come to a stop, and the plates and the knives and spoons all fall inert to the ground. Grackle is no longer pinned. The
Ooh.
the knives that were pinning him to the ground all just kind of fall down.
Amazing.
Nice.
Um,
Ooh.
then Pay is going to turn upwards and skedaddle.
so am I no longer
You're
slowed
prone now.
and just prone?
And that is all 3 of my actions.
Hmm. Oh, okay. Sorry. Um. So can I try doing underhanded assault?
Ooh.
So I'm gonna try sneaking up to the Great Butcher. So that would be. Oh, is it rounded up or down for halving things?
Down always.
Down. Okay.
All right, down unless otherwise specified.
And it's technically difficult terrain going diagonal, right?
I think
It's
it's
Um,
not
the
every other square just is 5 more, so that would be 5, but this one would count as 10.
But let's talk
It could be
about this
10 or 15.
specific the sneak because it's not clear to you. So to sneak, you have to do something first, which
Yeah.
is hide. You have to become undetected. To do that, you have to take an action to hide first. Okay. After you're undetected, then you can stride or move up to half your speed, and at the end of that, I roll your sneak for you in secret, and then I kind of adjudicate what's going on from there. Then you'll still have one action after that.
Would I need to do the extra hide action because it says you attempt to move to another place while becoming or staying
Are you undetected
undetected?
right now?
No, but this would mean that I'd be becoming.
The only
Yeah.
way to become undetected is to hide first.
Okay.
I while you're right, GM, I think this feat specifically says even if it's currently observing you. So I think for this, the only prerequisite is that it's next to an ally.
I got you.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I completely missed that part as well.
But you
So
do
yeah,
still need to like pass the check and the movement and all
yeah.
such
I
things.
was the thing I was looking at was just sneak in general, where it says becoming or staying undetected.
Mhm.
But
And
in that case, I can't do either. So yeah, I think the most I can really do is just approach it and try and.
So if he was
Hmm,
already adjacent, he'd be able to do it without going hiding first, right? Or no?
I think so.
yes.
Okay, sweet.
And the benefit of this would be to get it off guard and move up to attack it. But they're already off guard because you're moving before they are on the first turn.
Against the Great Butcher, or do you mean this guy?
Both. You
But I
move
think
before both of them.
oh, I didn't even realize Great Butcher. Yeah. In that case, I will just go 10 and then attack it with the War Razor. And let's see. I need a target. Sorry. Mm, okay.
Nice.
Okay. Also, I don't think I can use sneak attack, or it's not that it's off guard against me because I can't use surprise attack since I didn't use deception or stealth.
That's right.
So
What, I'm sorry?
it's not off guard to me.
Oh, does it? You have to use deception or stealth?
Yeah, for initiative.
Ah, I didn't know that.
So this is just a normal strike.
Give me that damage.
Okay. And this is
You sneak your
slashing.
War Razor into this apron, and you start to tear the apron off of this thing. It becomes completely spirit, no physical apron attached anymore, and it dissipates into the wind as you do that.
Ooh,
Damn, we fucked that thing up.
yeah.
Slashing
I was gonna
weakness,
ask if
man.
I was gonna make it see. I was gonna ask if I could do like a thievery check to like snatch the apron from it, but
I
or just
thought that was going to be more difficult.
I
My
did as
I
well.
I think my
brave
crit
devil.
helped a fair amount.
Oh yeah,
Like
absolutely.
that was a pretty massive crit with slashing and a weapon that uses crits for even more damage.
You
Yeah,
still
so I
have one
did,
action if you want to stride over to that swarm of plateware.
and that would be that'd be another 25. So yeah, I'll go do that if I can. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, that'll end my turn.
This swarm of knives and plates begin to break apart and they go shooting out at you. Give me a reflex save as you approach.
Okie dokie. Public.
Yep. DC 19.
Oh, I almost got a 19.
Not as bad as Grackle.
Hey now.
Having that plus 10 to reflex definitely helps.
Yeah. But it wasn't a critical, but it was a failure, I think. You know what? Can I spend a hero point for that?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll probably
I
end
just-
before long too, so.
Yeah, so I will just re-roll it and get rid. Nope. Right click.
So
This is much better.
you'll just take a -10 penalty to your speed, and it's gonna also do a attack. I need another reflex save. It's gonna be trying to slash and bludgeon you with its knives and plates respectively.
Oh man.
Oof. And this is just a reflex save? Okay.
Good thing it doesn't have a frying pan.
God,
Bludgeoning
so
2.
close.
Throwing filter forks around.
You'll take a whole 2 damage.
Oh, how could
Jesus.
you?
He's dead.
Don't worry, I have risky surgery.
Please, no.
Get off Hardmore doing risky surgery.
And it will also do it one more time. One more reflex save, please.
Damn.
Okay.
Wow.
Ruh-roh.
This
Oh,
one's
one
gonna
of these
work.
days-
This one's gonna work.
Yeah.
He moved. I say he, but it's obviously it because it's just a bunch of plates. All right, Antonello.
Are you assuming
Cool.
the dishware's gender?
It's a gender, obviously. Come on.
Yeah.
The question is which?
Which one?
Question. If I am here, does this count as
Flanking.
flanking?
That is a really good question. If the
I've
person's
got it pulled
inside the
up as
swarm.
well.
Yeah, I have no idea. You know what
I
though?
would say
If you target
they
it in an
can't-
attack, it should auto apply it if it counts, because the module does know the rule.
What
Yeah.
I can't quite see.
actually
It-
no.
it- would
If
this
he is
follow?
if he is in the swarm, which he is, that does not
Yeah.
count. He has to be on the other side. Sorry.
Correct.
Would it
Okay.
count as like the tiny creatures in flanking rule? Because this is technically bigger than me, and it's occupying my space.
If it is on your square, you cannot provide flank.
Okay.
Well, not gonna do that.
You have a talisman that you could use though.
Well, if it's a free action, sorry that I don't know the rules. If it's a free action, does that mean that if I know it hits, I can?
Nah, I think you have to use it before. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, you have to like,
Plus
Mm.
1 to hit, and if you do hit, you roll twice the damage die.
yeah, but you have to use it before you roll the attack.
And it
Nah.
That's fine.
lasts the
You
entire
don't have to
round.
use it right now.
I mean, I'd rather use it on something other than plates.
No, that's true. I was debating using one next turn
Respectfully.
against the butcher guy, but then he just died anyway.
Yeah. do it
I would
against,
like to use my hero point on that, please.
Alrighty.
Big money, big crits. Close enough.
Come
Much better.
on. The plates are now afraid of me. Oof.
So they're frightened 1. You start crashing some of the plates. They become afraid. They're frightened. Meaning
And
they will take a -1 to any checks they do and their DCs. All right.
Perfect. And then my last action is going to be. I am going to raise my shield. And as I hit the plates, I'm like, you thought I was just a normal frog? I'm a bullfrog in a china shop.
Strong. That's intimidating.
I'm
Yeah.
frightened.
Intimidating as hell.
My boots shiver.
All right, Gil. Tusiko is up next.
Close enough. Well, I'm gonna move there, and I'm gonna do another little chop into like a backhand this time because I'm feeling fancy. Feeling fancy today.
Chop chop.
Roll the first part. Then I'm gonna do the thing where I karate chop one of the plates out of the air if it hits. Ooh, you getting it, boy. I might karate chop like 3 or 4 plates right there.
God dang.
And then I am going to do what I usually do, which is just kind of step away with my last action.
Give me a second here, Gil.
Mhm.
For some reason, it only took 9 damage. I'm trying to figure out why.
It probably has
Does it have
resistance.
resist blunt, maybe?
No.
Oh,
Probably
okay.
has
Just
resistance
ball.
3 to non-magical.
Does it have resistance to non-lethal?
No resistances at all.
Hardness then, most
Oh,
likely.
yep, there it is. Thank you. Hardest 3.
We're gonna
Hard
break.
as hell.
We're gonna break through, maybe.
All right, Grackle. Get up off the ground, Grackle.
Right? What are you doing? Sleeping on the job?
Yeah, I'll Grackle do like that whole like knees to chest and then spring up.
That's
And
an actual feat, just so you know, Kip up.
Kip up.
Yep.
is it actually?
Yeah. Needs
Yeah.
master acrobatics, I think.
Yep. Or be a monk or have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a sick feat. I like want to get it, but I don't think this character's got it.
I'll do a flavored kip up.
There you go.
Let's,
Flavors free, bro.
but
yours,
yeah,
yours just cost an action.
Call
exactly.
him a chef.
Big money.
And I forgot to target.
Close enough.
I mean, the AC is like 14, right?
Yeah.
Great.
It actually goes in there on that first attack, Grackle.
No, so like the second attack's just me swinging through it and going, wait a minute.
It's like it died.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have blood. Grackle doesn't know.
It's a barrage of karate chops and halberds and stuff.
All right,
Nice.
you all should be at 150. It looks like.
Yeah, it
For
looks
X.
like it.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
The Great Butcher we can't loot, but we should have 2 of these things. Hang on one second.
Fear not,
Not even
gentle
the apron?
Kunitaru. I will perform surgery on you.
Wait.
Knuckle
dear.
crack. No, I'm just kidding. You
No.
look like you're mostly okay. Don't worry about
Pulls out a buzzsaw.
it. Chainsaw.
I get held down by the others. No. No.
Got a space marine chainsword.
Yeah, we all start chanting.
The only for some
The
reason, the
Emperor.
first thing I heard when you said Space Marine Chainsword, I heard Spay. I was like, no, no.
Can
Alright,
we
just-
take the knives
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
and
Like,
use them
the
as
silverware.
throwing knives? Are they ghost touch because they're ghosts?
I mean, I'm gonna take a piece of silverware for needle darts potentially. I don't know if it'll ever be useful, but
Alert! Alert!
Yeah, I'm
Enemy spy in the
keeping my
base.
eyes peeled for various metal materials.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a fork. If it's even silver, I don't know.
Yeah.
Taking all of the knives.
Can
Ver-
we do some sort of check to see if these are actually silver or are they just?
Oh, I'm sorry. There's stuff in the apron that fell down on the ground.
Oh,
What?
Go, go, go!
Give me the loot.
I can't even. There we go. I don't see
Yeah.
anything.
I
Doesn't
don't
look
see
like
anything.
anything to me.
What?
Go. All right.
You
hang-
lied
We've been
to
lied
us.
to.
It messed up.
I've never been so disappointed in
fool.
my entire life. All right, I'm over it.
How could this happen?
Ooh.
Made a mistake.
An oil
Ooh.
of potency?
There's actually 2 of those that you guys go too quick. All right. There's another one for you.
Nice.
Uh,
Well, please
Yeah,
let me.
but we got more
Oh.
of.
Hey, there's a mesmerizing opal
2 of them.
Ooh.
and more potency
Ooh.
crystals.
2 of
I
them.
don't care about those.
Actually,
I
do
will
we
And-
do we have anyone that faints? Like Kunitaru, do you faint?
No, no.
Oh, that's a well. I mean,
I
it's worth.
I steal.
Okay, well, it's worth 7, gold.
Yeah.
So, money's money. We poor boys.
Money, 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 money.
Are you
What?
not trained in deception?
I am. It's just probably not.
You should
As-
definitely. I mean, like, you may as well.
Yeah, probably.
It's a good way to get off guard if you either
Yeah.
can't get around an opponent to flank, or if there's nobody to flank with.
Yeah. Arguably, like mechanics wise, it's much better than what I went for. But I was trying to go with the whole idea of a thief.
No. I mean, like, the thief definitely works. I'm just saying that if you're trained in deception, you may as well feint when you can.
I will
Just because
gladly take that
Yeah.
silver dagger.
It's +1.
It's also finesse, which I need.
Gil or Josh
I-
Caboose, do you know what it means to be low grade silver though? I don't know what that means.
Yeah, so there
Yeah.
is different grades of precious materials. So silver being one of them. And effectively they will have, I think, like, low grade can only affect creatures and effects up to X level.
Okay, so that makes sense. And that if you're getting at this level, it's low grade.
Mhm.
All right, everybody. So, oh,
I
I'm
will-
sorry. The dagger is also wrapped in a silk sheath. That's worth 10 GP. Let me make an item for that.
Hell
is it
yeah.
all right if I take that dagger?
Ooh.
What's that, Eric?
Is it alright if I take the dagger and use
Yeah.
it?
I mean, if you're gonna use it, I would say go ahead. I mean, I don't.
Sure.
I have +1 dex, so.
Yeah, because it'll definitely help me with certainly hitting ghosts. But
Yeah, I was just hoping
I-
to find like a fork or something.
Is your
Yeah.
War Razor not finesse?
no, it is. It's just
Oh, okay.
if I'm going to be using it, it's silver, so it's
It's nice
probably
to have
gonna be more
options.
effective.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I do want to, not to like metagame or anything, but like silver's not gonna,
No,
like,
just-
seriously, unless we run up against a werewolf, we probably. But
but it's also the fact
But
that
we
it's
could, though.
+1.
There,
Plus
there,
one.
there
Very
actually
true.
is
Plus one
that
good.
though. Yeah.
that's very true.
Yeah. I mean, I already took one of the oils.
Yeah,
so,
feel free to have it.
yeah.
I put the silk sheath
Oh.
in there too.
What did the oil do?
Oh, what? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'll take that.
It's
Oh, it's the same thing. It makes it except it lasts for a minute though.
Nice.
So the
Yeah,
oil's a
yeah.
little better. Yeah.
We're getting Dark Souls up in here with our weapon boosts.
And you can put it on armor as
Is there
well.
a bonfire nearby, Luke? I'd like to rest and level up.
There's one
So,
right
we're back to
here.
Restore
This
my
one right here.
I need to go restore my flasks at Estus.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even realize the mesmerizing opal was a talisman.
Yes, gotta love those
So
towels.
yeah, I can't put that on.
Well,
I'd have to get somebody else to put it on for me.
yeah.
Yeah, we can go back and
Do
talk to the crafter guy, Matsuki.
Is nobody trained in crafting? I
I'm
thought
not.
I am not.
Antonella was.
Grackle.
I like. I'll be honest. I kind of assumed that Grackle was making like old Grackle again, more or less, but as a champion, and he's let me down so many times.
no, I took. I think I took diplomacy over crafting.
I mean, I assume that probably the rogue who gets 1,000,000 skill increases anyway will probably maybe get it eventually.
Yeah, Kunitara.
Let me check my plans. One
Oh
moment,
yeah, I mean, if you
please.
have a plan, because I know, like, I don't, I get like bare skill ups as a cleric. But I remember I made a rogue test character once that I think by level 5 was trained in everything and didn't give and was
Yeah.
still like expert in 3 things on top of it. So I know they can
Yeah,
get a bunch of points.
rogues are fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get the bonus. They get
Yeah.
the early feat, the proficiency progression.
Yeah,
And a ton of feats.
every level I can increase the skill. But I was going to be doing that mostly for stealth, and
I mean, if you
I,
got
I
a
was trying
plan,
to
stick to your
play.
plan. Yeah. Like, well, we
Yeah,
got NPCs. If all else fails, we'll just have to go back.
but I think I've at some point I also was planning on taking something so that it would be where was it? I could have sworn I took the thing that allows me to like at least take my perception, or not my perception, but at least my level proficiency and everything.
I mean, we
Oh,
also at level 3
unimprovised.
we'll get another skill increase, so I can always just take crafting then. I was planning on taking it soon. I just don't have it right now.
Ah, okay.
That's hard though, because your skill increases. At least your first 2 to get like expert in something is pretty valuable.
Yeah.
And like we don't need to be trained in crafting. It's just for these talismans.
Yeah.
And then weapon runes whenever we get our hands on them. So I eventually do want to have like a +1 ghost touch striking halberd.
Mm.
The main reason I want to stay with the halberd is because it's a D10 with reach.
And trip.
Yeah, D10 with reach.
No trip. We made that.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
made that mistake.
Yeah, no, I
It's like
think
the scythe and some stuff that have trip, but not the halberd.
Reach
Ooh.
versatile.
versatile.
Yeah,
Some
I think
runes would
most
be
of my
good.
stuff wasn't actually. I don't think I actually did take that. I think I put most of my stuff into making me put it into initiative, making myself a little bit faster, and making myself a better scout. Yeah, scout exploration activity.
I mean, if you got a plan, stick to your plan. We'll figure it out. We'll make Grackle do it and put on a maid outfit.
I mean, at
Yeah,
level
What?
because I'm debating whether
13, I plan on being able to have temporary proficiency.
I use mostly scouting or staying hidden for my scout or my exploration action, because later on my scouting will give everybody a +2 to their initiative.
Bonuses to
I
initiative are good.
I desperately need that because it not even just like Pathfinder. The entire time I've played with Luke, I canonically roll low on initiative.
Yeah, and I've got like a minus in wisdom, so perception initiatives are not my best suit. But
Yeah, you gotta advocate for those skills.
yeah, and that's kind of why I was also going with something to increase my own initiative, but also hopefully to boost your guys's. But it would stop me from getting that initial surprise attack. But one surprise attack for me is not as worth as everybody else getting a hit beforehand. Hmm. Well, I'll think about it a little bit more.
All right, everybody, we'll come back next week and continue on with. I don't know what we're up to actually. We've saved downtown. We've killed another big bad. Um,
Are you gonna
so
be here next week, Luke?
Yeah.
For this
Not
game,
on
you're
Tuesday.
you're just one. Okay. Yeah, I've already got you written out for Tuesday.
How dare you?
Well, I mean, you said
But
you
I'll
weren't going to be here already. You told me, so I was like, oh, perfect. I know exactly where I'll add you back.
awesome. Yeah, I'm back for my game on Thursday, so yeah, we'll continue on. I'm trying to think. So we went here to, quote unquote, save downtown. We haven't actually gone through downtown and like checked everybody inside, so we're gonna have to do that to like quote unquote save downtown. But we killed this dude with his parade, so that's good. And then we want to find the hunters at some point, and maybe go talk to the granny, see like the leader
Granny
of the
who?
North. Granny who?
Who?
Ooh, ooh,
Detective you? Who?
ooh.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, we'll go door to door here in downtown and like see if
Preach the
everybody's
good
okay,
word.
and
That
then
sounds
Yeah.
maybe we'll
reasonable.
we'll take down or we'll take downtime after we get downtown secured basically,
Sounds
and then
good.
some income perhaps. Although seems like
But you said
Huh?
so when we were at Old Man Mitsuki's estate, we heard fighting in downtown. But when we were at the river, didn't we hear fighting in like the northeast of town too?
so I'd say even here like you'll hear shouts of pain and like some fighting still right now.
That actually reminds me too. Was the humming I heard from this blanket guy, or is that something else entirely? The
Oh,
singing.
that's from the Gray Butcher guy.
Okay.
You were just the only one who rolled well perception. Everyone else rolled like dog shit.
All right. I was
Mm.
just I was just making sure.
Oh yeah. So like the precious or special material gears will also has different hardness and health for the durability for the items as well. I forgot about that.
Yeah, the only time I've looked into like trying to get precious material stuff is for shields when I'm using them.
I'm supposed to look at like the higher end stuff, but
But yeah,
that's all just theoretical stuff for me. Yeah, I had a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
that's
guys have
good.
come a long way with the reputation system already. We haven't talked much about, but like it makes NPCs more friendly and easier to earn income and downtime and other shit. So,
If you
like
guys are more interested in it, Kingmaker apparently uses it quite a lot.
yep, it does.
I mean, even the video game version of Kingmaker was like, hey, you need reputation or you're going to be fucked.
Oh, also, Hai Er Ha, the guard, is still in our party, technically.
Get out of here.
Ew.
Go and get.
All right. Well, I think I'm gonna send my stream raid off before my ad starts. So
Yeah.
All right, I'm out of
Thank you
here,
for the
guys. I'll
game.
see you next week.
Have
See
a
you
good
guys.
one.
Bye.
Have
Thanks for
fun.
the session.
You're welcome. See you later. Thanks for playing, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
let's go, boys.
The last 3 rounds afterwards. We don't know if we don't know how long this took though. Did it take more than 3 rounds? This dialogue?
Whoa.
I think it's
Oh,
less.
we are getting raided by Malik. Thanks for the raid. He raided us last time. He plays they play a Pathfinder 2e game. Uh
Cool.
I think they raided us was it last week or the week before? But yeah. Yeah, welcome all. We're thank you for the bits. Thank you. Who's in charge?